This episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got it all. All you gotta do is go to CarterComics.com, fill your card up with all their amazing comics. Use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. Save you 10% at checkout. Not only on their website, but also at their eBay account. And the link to eBay can be found on their homepage at CarterComics.com. Again, CarterComics.com is your one-stop shop for all comic needs.
It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Everything looked good. Everyone's here.
Yeah, it's just even me.
Yeah.
Cool, perfect. We're not doing intros. I'm not going into this happy-go-lucky fucking beginning show thing. I want to talk about something that happened at Rocket Pro Wrestling, and I feel bad because I am kind of taking something away from the LIM that they're going to put into their vlog, and we're going to talk about it now. So, in a sense, Pacman, I'm sorry that I'm going to be taking away something that you will throw in your vlog that people can watch whenever your vlog comes out. But it's my personal life. It involves me, and I feel I have the right to do so. So, Nubby was there. Nubby saw it. Nubby witnessed it. Nubby's the topic of the conversation. By the way, Nubby, hope your arm's doing well. So, Saturday night, C-Red came up to me outside of St. Joe's Park and started throwing a hissy fit over something I had no clue what the fuck it was about. I just know he said that I disrespected Turtle, that I need to step in that ring, quit hiding behind a keyboard, something about wearing a skirt. And then there's something else he said. I just couldn't really make it out. Even re-listening to the video, still can't understand what he's fucking saying. I don't know where any of that fucking came from. I don't know what he thought he heard, what he thinks I said at commentary when I was commentating Rocket Pro Wrestling with him and Steve and Shelly. And from my perspective, I came in and I did my job. I did it pretty fucking well. We will talk about Rocket Pro Wrestling later on in this show. That'll be our finisher and everything. So we'll dive into a lot of what happened. But a lot of shit happened to Nubby. Nubby was out there a decent amount of time for this fucking show. Yeah. The aspect was, I thought you're just going to be out there for... Actually, no, I didn't even know you're going to be there at all. If anything, the explanation from Maximus Orion, which I still believe to this day is irrelevant. But whatever. If anything, figured you'd show up there. But you had more to do for that fucking night. I don't recall ever once in the entire commentating do anything or say anything that seemed disrespectful to the amazing Turtle, fucking Mike. It's ironic that fucking C-Red has to be the one to come up to me and question me being disrespectful to fucking Nubby when I think out of a majority of people in this fucking business, I've shown Nubby more respect than fucking anybody. I thought that I have, as maybe even a friend or however the hell you look at me, Nubby, as a friend or a partner here on JFW or a general manager of High Voltage SCW or however the fuck you see me. I don't recall there ever being one moment I have done anything negative towards you in any type of way. I feel like I have been a great friend. I feel like I mean, I invited you here. Power Hour didn't do that shit. I thought that was kind of disrespectful. I booked you on High Voltage. I don't see how that's disrespectful. C-Red threw his career into your face after you came on my show as a guest. Talked about how he's known world fucking wide. Bragged about who he was. made it seem like he was more than you. I think that's disrespectful. I don't feel like I have done anything to disrespect the amazing turtle Mike Brennan. Mike, not Mike Brennan. Oh, I fucking want to say that. Anyways. So I can't go back and I can't listen to everything that was said on commentary. I know you're going to be able to whenever that comes out on. I don't know if they're going to do the theater thing again. I'm assuming they might. They're not. Okay.
No, not.
So you'll know it'll come out when it comes up on YouTube, and you can hear my commentary. You can listen to all of it. And I am exactly what I was supposed to be. I was told flat out, come into Rocket Pro Wrestling and commentate. I want fucking Travesty to show up. I need Travesty on commentary. I need you to be you. All out, I need you to be you. And I did my job. And I did it very fucking well. And I changed nothing about me from here to commentary, which includes showing Nubby the fucking respect he deserved through the entire thing. Now, the only thing I could think of where because again, he mentioned step into the ring, doing the traveling. Nubby, have I ever questioned your ability to travel for wrestling?
No.
Have I ever questioned your ability in that fucking ring?
No.
No. But yet, for some reason, he says I need to respect you by getting into the ring and doing the traveling and shit. I've never disrespected any of those aspects of your career. If I didn't believe you had the ability to be in the ring and wrestle, I wouldn't put you on High Voltage. I wouldn't advocate for ARWPro and POWW Entertainment to book you. And I still believe to this day that they should put you on the fucking card. I shouldn't advocate for you to have title opportunities at Rocket Pro Wrestling and IPW, or when you're at Crash Tested Wrestling when that was still running, or the fact that CSW should still put you on the card. I do that shit almost weekly. The fucking Faction Slayer. Nobody gets pops. Like, this isn't shit that I just say just because it's funny. I made you a fucking shirt. Like, I don't understand where his idea of me disrespecting you is a logical fucking thing. And I pride myself on being the kind of person that can just go through life and just not give a shit about what people think about me. Like, I really don't care what people think about me as a person. Personally, I don't care. But when they question my loyalty and my respect to people that are important in my life, that's where it fucking starts bothering me. When people start questioning what I do, that's what fucking bothers me. It upsets me more that he thinks I disrespected you. And I don't know where that was coming from. And I'm curious, and I talked to the editor of Rocket Pro Wrestling, flat out asked them, like, hey, find me the moment I disrespected the Amazing Turtle on commentary. And they couldn't fucking do it. Because the problem I'm starting to learn now with C-Red, even though I was at his fucking retirement fucking party at the Legion, talked about all these great things. He talked about, hey, we all got to come together and quit fighting. And he goes and does that. Blindsides me outside. Get somebody to roll a fucking camera. Thanks, Double J, for that.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Woo. It's just one of the things that doesn't make fucking sense to me, and I think I'm starting to realize that maybe fucking Steve is rubbing off on C-Red. Is that instead of listening to what I'm saying, instead of listening to what I put out there in the fucking world, you just find your own interpretation of it, twist it into something fucking villainous and fucking evil. And if that's the case, that shit's on C-Red. And I know that he doesn't listen to the JFW podcast. And I know Rachel doesn't listen to the JFW podcast, because I'm going to make a prediction for fucking tomorrow night. Maybe Steve brings this up. I hope to God he doesn't. He has his own shit with dipshit from Wisconsin to deal with. What's his name? Ben McCoy.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the show tomorrow. So I pray they just focus on that shit and not so much talk about this, because I know that if he brings it up, then maybe C-Red will have a valid reason on saying I disrespected the turtle. And you know what? If he does, then I will apologize and be like, wow, you know what? Maybe I did say something dickish. Don't believe it's there. But if fucking Steve brings this moment up, and me talking about fucking C-Red being an asshole, just because because he's a grizzled fucking veteran who feels he's entitled to say what he wants to whoever the fuck he wants. First off, not me. There's nothing he could say to me that's gonna make me like, I really should fucking listen to this guy. Because I'm not a professional wrestler. I did training 16 fucking years ago, 17, whatever the fuck it was. I'm not a fucking professional wrestler. So for me to step into the fucking ring, not happening. I don't cut fucking promos. I'm not a promo guy. So I'm not going to learn that from fucking C-Red. All I do is talk. I literally sit behind a fucking keyboard and I podcast. Or I'll go to a show and I'll commentate and I'll talk about fucking wrestling. Because that's what I do in this industry. Is I talk about shit that happens in front of me. And I don't need to learn from C-Red on that. Because C-Red's perspective is different from my perspective. C-Red is okay sitting there putting over his buddies and putting over his friends. Just like Steve. Just like Shelly. Maybe he's upset that I sat there and questioned if Rion could actually beat fucking Michaels for that title. Who fucking knows? I know he didn't appreciate any of the things I was saying, but I said it because that is what I'm hired to do, is give my opinion and view things from my perspective. And I don't need to learn my opinion and my perspectives from fucking C-Red. Anyone else wants to sit around fucking Pacman, Nubby, if you guys want to sit and listen to fucking C-Red tell his stories, go ahead. They're on our fucking YouTube channel. 4 hours of it, I listened to it. Amazing fucking stories. But I don't need to learn from them. And I don't need him coming up to me, sticking his finger in my fucking face, acting like I'm some punk-ass fucking rookie who's not respecting the grizzled young vet or grizzled old vet or whatever the fuck he is. The retired guy who keeps showing up. I don't need to learn from that. And if Steve wants to tell fucking C-Red, I am talking about him on this show, this right now. All I need Steve to say to fucking C-Red is, Travis seems a little upset that you accused him of disrespecting Turtle, and he wants to know what he did to disrespect Turtle. And I pray to fucking God he has an answer. Otherwise, he is no different than any other dick in this fucking business who feels that he has the right to do whatever the fuck he wants. And the fact that I got to sit next to him in December now makes his situation more fucking uncomfortable, because I have to sit there and look at a guy who I did respect and wonder, I guess he's not the guy I thought he was. And then when all that happens and Rachel thinks I'm an asshole because she doesn't listen and she's just going to take the opinion of Steve and C-Red at face value, maybe Rion will listen if he has time, and maybe he'll correct them if something wrong pops up. I don't know. That seems to be the fucking formula when it comes to JFW on the Power Hour. But that's just been my fucking life for these last 7 years, I guess, is I have an opinion, I'm honest, and people don't want to hear honesty. They just want you to agree with them. I am sorry, and Rion, I am sorry too. When you listen to commentary, I hope you understand that the way I talked about it was my opinion and my perspective. I didn't say Rion sucked. I didn't say he was garbage. I just said I don't think he could beat fucking Michaels, because that's my opinion. I said it through the entire fucking show, every fucking match. I don't think that guy could beat this guy, because that's how wrestling fucking works. Not everyone can beat everybody. And if I'm the asshole for that, then fine, I'm the asshole for that. But at least I'm honest. And I don't cater to the fucking fans like the other 3 people I had to sit at that table with. Just how life is. We do got Rocket Pro Wrestling to talk about. We're going to talk about the entire show. We're going to talk about what happened with Nubby. I don't think you guys can see in the camera. It's a little bit dark, but he is slinged up, and we'll talk about what happened there. Pax was obviously backstage. He probably knows more of what happened behind the scenes. We can talk a little bit about that as well. We do have CSW match card to cover. ARW is going to happen this weekend as well. I think POW happened this past week, and we'll cover that. WrestleLeague is happening. What am I missing? Frontline. I'm sorry if I brought the mood down of the show, but I'm just getting so annoyed that people feel they could take these fucking liberties just because I'm an easygoing fucking guy, and it's starting to get really old really fucking quick. And be honest with you, I'm not the last person to piss me off like this. Part of Freaknet Studios is no longer part of Freaknet Studios. And I'm not going to kick the power off of Freaknet Studios because we're not there. Maybe C-Red had a bad day. I don't fucking know. I'm not going to kick them off. I'm glad they're part of this. I'm glad. I encourage people to go listen to the Power Hour when they focus on anything but me, because everything they say about me is bullshit, because it's a crooked fucking perspective. So listen, watch the fucking Power Hour Tuesday nights, YouTube, Facebook. Ben McCoy's going to be on this weekend. I'm sure they're going to talk about Frontline Pro, and I'm sure they're going to talk about, fucking Steve's issues with him or all over there. Who knows? Maybe fucking, C-Rod will chime into that too, because why the fuck wouldn't he? He fucking has an opinion for everything, I guess. Anyways, where do you guys want to start?
Question.
I guess I'll start with Frontline Results.
Cool. Let's do that.
Natural segue, I guess.
Now, their show is Friday
Perfect.
night, right?
Yeah, it was Friday, yeah.
Yeah, which is it's not typical for them. Usually they're on Saturdays.
Yeah, I think they're going to do that more often. I believe they added a lot of shows for next year, and there might be a few Fridays. So they're doing good, despite the fact that Ben McCoy's a little
jackass.
hobbit. Yeah, little hobbit jackass. Rick likes to run his mouth, and he's going to get his ass whooped one of these days. He's going to catch up
Right
to
to
him.
kiss it. Jackie Gleason style. One of these days, Ben. One of these days.
And you never know. It may be me.
I mean, good on Steve though. I mean, dude made that fucking trip twice in a week.
Yeah.
I fucking hate, dude. I mean, because when I saw him Saturday, he looked a little bit exhausted. But I mean, he's also getting up there in age. All that traveling shit's probably gonna eventually catch up with him.
Yeah, it definitely will.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry, Nubby, go ahead. Not Fox Lake, Frontline Pro.
All right, so Frontline Pro results, courtesy of Steve. These notes actually are from his memory. His dog ate his original notes.
Bullshit. Didn't work for me in school. Don't work for him now.
I tried it, and they were like, "You don't even have a dog." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right." Not at that point, anyway.
Well, I just figure he has a dog, and he could have dropped the notes. It could happen.
What kind of dog does Steve have?
I don't know.
But just if you had to look at Steve, what kind of dog do you think he has? What kind of dog owner? What kind of dog does Steve own? If you had to sit there and that dude fucking owns blank. What kind of dog do you think it is?
Yeah, you would think I would notice somehow, and I don't.
He strikes me as a poodle type.
See, I was gonna go golden retriever. I'm gonna say long haired dog.
I'm gonna go with Chihuahua.
Chihuahua? Okay.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
There we go. Steve, if you listen up until this point, who's closer? I don't know. He just seems like a golden retriever kind of guy. I'm gonna say it's a golden retriever. I'm gonna say it's older too. I say he got it. He had a young when his kid was younger. Because his kid's graduating high school soon or some shit.
That I can tell you that is not a fact.
Not a fact. He doesn't have a kid though, right?
He's got a kid, but I don't want to bring it up. Yeah, it's a newer dog. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna go golden retriever though. I'm gonna say he seems like a golden retriever guy. If not, I guarantee he owned some type of retriever in his lifetime. Seems like a retriever guy. Or maybe Chihuahua or whatever the fuck Pacman said.
A poodle. Best in show style. Real groomed up, coiffed, very demure.
I mean, he does act like a retriever when Paulie Tomaselli is on the podcast. So
that is true. Yeah. Yes. Right.
So there you go. All right. Avalon defeated Fowler. So
perfect.
There's that. Whittick defeated Sierra.
I heard he got injured.
Yeah. So even though he won the match, I think Sierra beat the shit out of him.
I don't blame him. Come on now. Fucking A.
It's Sierra. I mean,
okay. Yeah, don't cross Sierra.
No.
No, fucking no. She's getting ready to fucking wrestle clowns, and she's fearless about it. Who the fuck does that?
And we will get to that in just a little bit.
Right. That's right.
Ben McCoy defeated Peter Schwanz. Kind of saw that coming. Probably cheated. He would.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brock Hall and ACR defeated Fitzsimmons and your boy Roy.
Daughter Judy, Jane, his wife.
Ben Evanson defeated Shaq Jordan, Rockin' Rivera, and Grace. So Evanson is the number one contender. That was the number one contenders match. Regis Atlas defeated Shane Hills. And he thinks Michael Wayne defeated Nathan Gust. It was dirty or a no contest.
Gotcha.
And then Latin Allen defeated Jack Sirius and Joey Dalton.
Triple threat or handicap? I can't remember.
It was a tag team match.
Oh, tag team name. Okay, cool.
Yeah, a Kid Latin, Donis Allen defeated Jack Sirius, Joey Dalton.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
So that was Frontline. Their next show is coming up next week, I think, or the following week. One of the two.
I got this, Nubby. I got you.
No, normally I would pull that up, but see, I don't care about Ben McCoy this week.
That's right. Plus, you're working with one arm, man. Come on now. Give yourself a break.
I know.
That will be actually the 26th of October, later this month. Now or never.
So just a couple weeks.
Gotcha. Well, thank you, Steve, for the Frontline Pro information. We greatly appreciate it. We appreciate everyone who gets us our information who's outside of us. So thank you. For Steve to do that is kind of nice. I mean, especially the fact that he has to drive all the way out there, commentate show, drive all the way back. Fucking
yeah.
Man. I appreciate that.
We appreciate it for sure.
Yeah. POWW Entertainment, they had their show on Saturday. Obviously, Quinn Whittick got injured on Friday, so he wasn't able to make it. But, if I can recap here real quick. Where'd it go? There it is. Heroes of Our Time retained their tag team titles by beating the Reckoning, Magnus King. Right. Right. I mean, it can't have nothing to do with their manager.
Oh, speaking of his manager, if I may, on social media today, Hefford obviously bitched about something, and Jimmy Blaze said if he does not find somebody, for a third partner, it will be Hefford himself, and he will be fired. So, regardless, he'll have to wrestle the match, and he'll be fired.
Good. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
But I kind of instigated that because I did comment before that it should be him by right. So he deserves to get beat up.
Fucking yeah, he deserves an ass whooping. Homeboy needs to be disciplined, that's for sure. Magnus King beat Stylen Shane Eaton. AC Hamilton beat Mihooks O'Bannon. Unfortunately, Mihooks' brother, Caven, was intoxicated at ringside and cost his brother the match.
Doesn't surprise me.
Hate when that happens.
All right. Brothers and drinking, I tell you.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Not one bit, no. I'll tell you right now, though, it would be a shot to the nuts if you did. Tommy McCabe beat Jay Scott. What?
Too soon.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was just
I'm reformed. I'm reformed.
Dog. I can't fucking understand that shit.
Danny and I had breakfast this morning. We're good. Everything seems to be okay.
Oh, don't care.
Okay.
Tommy McCabe beat Jay Scott by DQ when Stylen Shane interfered. Disposable Income beat on McCabe till Magnus came out and cleared house. Magnus then issued a challenge at WrestleRage. Disposable Income versus Tommy McCabe and Magnus King. Mason Perks beat Angel de la Sombra. Acid Jazz beat Max Marauder. After the match, Reckoning tried to take Jazz out. Big fucking surprise. Nick Hedford came out with a chair, but it backfired. As Chris Hedford was ready to use a steel chair on his father, Nick Hedford, Jazz grabbed the chair and the Reckoning retreated. Jazz then announced his partners for WrestleRage will be Vic Capri and Marche Rocket. Kazao beat Trog. Jimmy Blaze announced that Commissioner Freedom's key was stolen from him. At some point since June, the key has been missing. Blaze stated whoever took it would face consequences when it's found. Blaze also announced that due to him winning the Zebra Kid Memorial Trophy last year, he will step back into the ring at Rage Reaction December 7th, and that he plans to repeat the win. He also reminded the crowd that he stepped out of the ring and never said retire. Next show will be October 19th at Schlater Center in Winthrop Harbor, Illinois. 7 p.m. start time. Tickets available right now at rumbleintheharbor.com.
Cool.
Noise.
So fucking Acid Jazz, Marche Rocket, Vic Capri.
Now that is a fucking dream.
Right? I mean, regardless of the fact he's going to get his ass handed to him, at least it's going to be a memorable match.
I'll remember it.
I just need one video of Marche chopping him. That's all I need.
Yeah. I mean, he's officially not in the match yet, but they don't find anybody.
Oh, he'll be in the match. They're not gonna find anybody. Come on, nobody likes that. No, there's only one person who likes that fucking kid. It's a former co-host of this show.
And I don't even think she likes him either.
Nah. I think she took that dipshit like apple picking or something, and every time he touched an apple, it rotted.
Should get that checked out. That sounds like a big issue that he has.
Right?
Medical, perhaps.
Yeah.
He is a medical issue.
He's 100%
Treated.
Yeah. He's like a what? Never mind, I can't say it. I want to. It's funny. Yeah. I'm good. Okay. Match cards then, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, fucking A. Pax, what you got for WrestleLeague?
WrestleLeague. I got some stuff for it. And this is a show that will be happening this weekend. Where is the post for it? It's no longer on there. Oh, here it is. It is WrestleLeague presents Multiverse Combat, starring NXT's Dijak as Johnny Cage. This will take place Sunday, October 13th at Lincoln Hall at 2424 North Lincoln Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. Doors open at 12:30. Bell time is at 1:30. So first things first, as I previously mentioned, Dijak will be making an appearance here. As far as what I can say about this show, it's essentially WrestleLeague's Halloween show. So if you've been to the Raven Room, a lot of the wrestlers do dress up for this. And that seems like this is going to be the case, especially with Dijak dressing up as Johnny Cage. So be ready for this Halloween tradition. No matches have been announced, but it is WrestleLeague, so you are guaranteed a very, very entertaining wrestling show this Sunday, October 13th, Lincoln Hall, 2424 North Lincoln Avenue in Chicago. Doors open at 12:30. Bell time is at 1. And by the way, want to know how much tickets are? Because I'll tell you. They're $20. Be there. That's how you cut a promo, kid.
Yeah. In my selfishness, I failed to mention. Welcome back, Pax.
It's good to be back, Travis.
Yeah. I totally space on the fact you've been gone for the last couple of weeks since your dipshit grandfather fucking opened his mouth.
I'm going to be neutral on this.
I know you will. As you are on everything you do.
Between my grandfather and a good friend, I'm in an awkward position. I'm sure the LIM is probably gonna feel the same way after listening to this episode. So I will play the Swedish card of I ain't got nothing to do about that, man.
I don't give a shit about fucking C-Red or anyone in his fucking family, and that includes the LIM.
But we had our dad there on Saturday.
You did.
Yes.
I met his wife.
I met my mom.
Lovely fucking lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was good. And it's
Flash Harris fucking said I'm awesome. Right in front of C-Red when he was fucking preventing me from fucking shaking fucking Flash Harris's wife's hand to introduce her. Like, oh, hi, I'm Travis, And he's like, no. Fucking Flash over there laughing his ass off because I am entertaining as fuck. Yeah, even fucking C-Red's kid thinks I'm fucking entertaining. And I told Shelly that. I told Shelly that on fucking commentary. Said, by the end of this fucking night, you're going to be okay with me. And I said something. She's like, you know what? I agree with what you said. I told you to warm up to me.
I love my dad.
Flash Harris is a good fucking dude. I'm glad he's able to make it out to Rocket Pro. But we're not quite a Rocket Pro yet. But yes. Pax, I'm glad you're back. Were you gone like 2 episodes or 3? I can't remember.
2.
Oh yeah, season premiere 2. Hey, we're in a new season 2. Yeah, fucking.
Oh wow, look at that! And I got my hair cut for it, so perfect timing for me to come back, I guess.
Put your hat back on. Stop it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I'll just rub it for good luck for a good season. That sounded really weird. Rub my head. Okay, mate. So I'm gonna shut up. What's the next match card?
Shut up, Kyle.
To all you audio people out there. Oh yeah, what the fuck is with the 4th mother box and it only being Kyle? Listening to fucking music play throughout the entire thing. What the fuck is that?
The Kyle one-man show.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Fucking hurricanes hit Florida and we have to suffer?
So, Tom was on assignment for Jedi Talk.
Oh.
They're at some kind of Halcyon thing conference. I was actually listening to part of their episode that it was pretty much the live version of it or whatever.
Yeah,
so it sounded like a good time. But he was on assignment and Kyle was getting too antsy in his panties. Wanted to talk about the Joker. So he decided to go on a bitch fest by himself. And I can't wait. I can't wait till Tom comes back and rips him a new one.
What's the logic in that? It's like, it's going to be good content bitching about a shitty movie.
Kyle just couldn't wait.
It made no fucking sense to me. 37 fucking minutes of constant music playing and him bitching about how bad a movie fucking sucks.
What bothered me was the music being louder than him. And there was actually a point where when he was talking about Six Flags, his mic went even lower.
Maybe he was on the roller coasters at Fright Fest.
There you go.
Probably. But I didn't think he was able to get on those rides.
Oh yeah, he's kind of short. I saw him last week. Okay, like I have any room to talk, but that is a short dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's my contribution to this conversation.
There you go.
I don't get a chance to listen yet.
I mean, listen, if you guys out there, if you have an opinion about the Joker movie, and you don't believe it sucks, go listen to the Fourth Mother Box, hear Kyle bitch about it for 37 minutes, and then comment. I think you can comment right there on Spotify. Or just go to their Facebook page, Fourth Mother Box, and just leave your comments about how stupid Kyle is and his opinions are irrelevant and wrong. In that order. So.
Even if they are right, they're still wrong because it's Kyle and he sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the movie. Did the movie really suck?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I never seen the first one either. But I mean, you won an award for it, so
the first one was fantastic. I loved the first one.
First one was great. I'm hearing pretty much the same thing Kyle said, but there's other people that saying it was good. Musicals aren't really a thing to me. My thing. There were a couple back in the day that I did like, but they were also they told a good story. Yeah. It's weird that a DC like movie is a musical though.
Yeah. Top musical. What's your top musical?
Huh. Oh boy. I'll have to go with Grease.
Yeah. Pat's top musical.
Anything goes. I'm old school.
Sweeney Todd, brother. God, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Fucking A. I love the play. I love fucking Johnny Depp's rendition of it. Love Sweeney Todd. Grease, good one too. Never seen what.
You know what else? I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I actually just saw $1 Million Quartet in downtown Aurora.
There you go.
And I know that's not necessarily wrestling related, but it was a
show.
What's that?
Doesn't have to just be freaking wrestling, bro.
That is true. We are talking about musicals after all.
That's right.
But I will say they actually recreated Sun Studios, and because of the way that the theater's organized to look like that recording booth at Sound Studios, you feel like a fly on the wall. And you see like holy shit, like Johnny Cash is right next to me. I have Elvis dancing right in front of me. So if you get a chance, definitely check it out. It's at the Stolp Theater in downtown Aurora. Amazing musical. The cast was fantastic.
I'll check it out. I do want one day down the road, I want to get like us, Dizzle J, and Joey all together on this freaking show and do like I forget what Joe Rogan calls it, but it's like Save the Parks or something like that kind of thing. Where just him and a bunch of people just get together and bullshit. I want to do that like a Freaknet Studio style thing. You know, just all of us get together and just bullshit. We'll talk about musicals. It'll be awesome. Okay, cool. Awesome. WrestleLeague. What's next? ARW?
We'll go with CSW.
Oh, CSW. That's right. Fucking Friday. God
we are rapid firing through this today.
Well, yeah. I mean, trust me. Okay, so here's the thing. We're at 36 minutes right now. We got to do ARW and CSW, and we still got to talk about Rocket Pro. Guarantee you we'll still be around an hour 55 by the time we're done because of Rocket Pro.
Because I do things funny.
Well, no, it's because we're all there. I was commenting it. I mean, a lot of shit happened with Nubby. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna end up fucking talking about it. It's just how it is, you know.
It's a matter of time, folks.
Yeah, that's why if we could get through the rest of everything within like the first hour, guarantee we're gonna be at least 45 minutes into fucking Rocket Pro Wrestling. You know, it's just gonna happen because a lot of shit did fucking happen. You know, it's not an ego thing.
Hey
yo. All right.
Boom.
So, CSW this Friday, October the 11th, presents Cemetery Gates.
Was that the name of their show October last year?
No. That was called Halloween. I believe that one was Halloween.
Okay. Yeah, because the Cemetery Gates name does not ring a bell to me. It's not a bad name. It just doesn't ring a bell to me. And I was like, I think that's what it was last year.
They're actually on a trend of changing it every year.
Unique. Okay.
So whatever November was last year, it will not be this year.
Gotcha.
I think.
Okay.
The only one that may be the same is Second City Showdown. That might be the only one that stays.
Is that their WrestleMania?
Honestly, they don't really have a WrestleMania like show where they, you know how POW has Wrestle Rage and all that.
WrestleTopia,
Yeah.
Kicks on
They don't-
66, shit like that.
They
Yeah.
they pretty much treat every show like it's WrestleMania. They do things a little bit different. They give you like a mix of everything.
Yeah. Well, this is their second to last show of the year, right? Because they don't run in December.
Actually, they are running in December this year.
Really? Good for them.
At a different location.
Oh, okay. Is it closer to me?
No.
Dicks.
It's still in that area.
Gotcha. Just not at the Legion.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
But this show is at the Legion. It's 9757 Pacific Avenue in Franklin Park, Illinois. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Bell time is 7:30 p.m. Pre-show starts around 7:10, 7:15. It'll either be a singles match, tag match, whatever they give you, and then Futures Battle Royal. General admission tickets are $25. Front row sold out. You should just expect that. Unless you are getting front row like the day after or 2 days after the show that happens, you ain't getting it.
Well, so wait, where do they sell the tickets at? It's not like it's not ChicagoStyle.com or anything, right? Or is
it's like an Eventbrite, but I think it's a different ticket place.
Gotcha.
Ticket company or something. The link is on the Facebook page.
Okay.
You could actually get the general admission tickets in advance as well.
So why don't we just buy advance tickets from you? Nubby, give me a front row ticket.
Nubby.
Hey, give me a front row ticket, bro.
I am not the website.
Oh, come on, man.
He's not a website. He's
I get a lot of clicks, but
gotcha. If anyone needs tickets to a show, get a hold of Nubby. You can find him on Facebook. He'll be able to hook you up.
His phone number is 867-5309.
Make sure you message him. Like, if he doesn't see the first one, just wait about 5 minutes and try again. Keep that pattern going. Eventually, you'll get through. So.
Actually, if you want to get tickets for any show, just hit up Ched.
Yeah, there you go. Yo, Ched. He's the walking ticket master in Crocs and looks stupid.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah! Go put coffee in the big time.
We got to play the hits. We're back.
So, is it ironic that Tomaselli, granted, yes, he's dressed like Macho Man, but he did the cup of coffee thing on the Power Hour after we did?
I did that to Maximus in the match.
Did anyone notice that fucking Paulie's glasses were too small for his head?
He does have a big head.
Right? Like, you put these fucking tiny little glasses on shit. It's like it reminds me of my niece wearing fucking Mr. Potato Head's glasses. They're all fucking like bent out and shit. It's like, come on now, man. Like, get better glasses. Like, I have a pair of glasses that look like macho glasses. I'd let him borrow it if it means he did not wear those glasses. But good for him and his fucking fiance, who are coupling together as the greatest like duo in fucking wrestling history. Good for them.
Oh, yeah.
That's sweet. That's sweet. Because I mean, I've only met her once, and I think the wrestling business is new to her, especially when I met her. So it's kind of cute that they did that. Good for them. Yeah, that's sweet. But get glasses that fit, bro.
All right. So
Cemetery
here's the card.
Fuck
Cemetery Gates.
Cemetery Gates.
Right off the bat, we got Conan Lycan taking on TNA's Moose.
Oh shit!
But not the pubic kind, right?
No,
that's why I said TNA's.
That's Super Wrestlers. Wrong.
I said TNA.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
That match should be hard hitting, probably.
How does Big E put it, Pacman?
Big meaty man bumping meat.
Or how Tom put it. Although, wait, that's 40-year-old men slapping titties.
Yeah. Close enough.
I don't think Conan Lycan's even like in his 30s yet.
Oh shit! It's fucking young.
I don't know.
We'll find
I
out.
think he's younger than me.
Share a locker room with him. Well, everyone's younger than you. You're almost 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking like you beat Pacman out by like a decade.
Yes, you do.
It's true.
I just did turn 30, in fact.
Yeah. And I'm right in between you guys.
Look at that.
In
Look at
fact,
that.
I think Dizzle J is 5 years older than you. So I think we're all aged like 5 years from each other. Look at that shit.
He is an old fart.
Yeah, he's old as fuck. Yeah. Yeah. That fucking dude, like he aged like fucking pears.
For the
Anyways.
women's title, we have Missa Kate, the women's champion, taking on Megan Bayne.
Megan Bayne.
You probably don't know her. She's been in CSW before.
Just not consistently.
Yeah, you have to look her up. You might.
Yeah. She was the one that like broke Batman's back in that one comic book.
Oh, I gotcha. I think that's on CarterComics.com too.
Yeah, which you could, whether they be graded or raw, they have them all. But you heard that at the beginning, so we're not going to run through that again. Freaknet, use that discount code.
Oh yeah, no, I'll still have the promo and the intro and shit, and just not us. You guys putting yourselves over.
Yeah,
that guy.
All right. Another women's match.
Welcome back, Pax.
We have another women's match, and it's an I Quit match. It is Maggie Lee taking on Shazza McKenzie.
There we go. That'd be a good fucking match.
Shazza has been a pain in the arse.
Hey, watch your language. This is a family show.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's
Thank
better.
You. Yeah. I don't need Scotland coming after me. Ireland? Both?
Yeah,
both
probably.
I mean, I just watched that Hell in a Cell match this morning, so yeah, you don't want Scotland coming after you.
Oh, God. Yeah, and by the way, just a fucking side note, fuck you, Raquel Gonzalez or Rodriguez or fucking whoever you go by, because of you, I fucking lost that fucking predictions. Bitch. God, I hate her. Oh. Okay. She blew her spot. I can't fault her for it, but just
who won?
Paxton.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, because I don't know if you guys realized it or noticed or whatever or heard, but I don't know. Did you watch the event, like the actual match, or no?
I watched just highlights.
Okay. I only watched the Hell in a Cell match. I'm probably gonna go back later and watch the rest of it.
Well, I'm sure you guys know who won what and all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So in the women's match, so Raquel is it Rodriguez? Is Gonzalez in NXT? Rodriguez on
Rodriguez, yeah.
Okay, so Raquel Rodriguez comes back and she attacks Rhea Ripley, throws her into the ring. Now, fucking Dom is hanging from the cage, right? And fucking Rhea's whipping him with the fucking candlestick. You can see the referee getting out of the ring. Fucking Raquel comes down, nails fucking Rhea. The referee turns around to stare into the fucking ring. As Raquel is getting Rhea back into the ring, the referee turns the opposite direction and walks towards Dom. So fucking Raquel could get Rhea into the ring, lay her out, and put Liv over her for the pinfall. But she fucks up and dawdles way too long. The referee has no choice but to call disqualification because there's no way she hasn't been acknowledged yet. But she's not paying attention. She's probably excited for her return. After she slams fucking Rhea, the referee rings the bell and she still drags Liv over fucking Rhea for the pinfall. So if she just would have hit her spot and fucking got Liv to win, I would have won the point. But because Rhea did, fucking Pacman won. So Pacman had 4, me and Jay had 3, and Nubby had 2. Nubby, you are officially out, by the way. So just so you know.
Cool.
So, don't feel bad, buddy. Next
year. Now what? But now I'll win the rest.
And if you do, you'll still come in a strong maybe tied for third if. Actually, I think Nubby's Pacman's in third now. No, Pacman has 9. Pacman now has 9. I don't fucking remember. I know I'm winning. That's all I fucking know. Next year though, I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. So even if you lose, you can still fucking win. We're gonna do it differently next year though, so don't worry. But yes, Raquel had a very poor debut, but that fucking pay-per-view was solid all around. And I swear to fucking God, if they Gunther Goldberg at any fucking pay-per-view, I'm out. I'm done. Like I won't do it.
I don't want to see it ever.
No.
I don't want to see Goldberg in a ring ever.
No.
And if there was if that rumor about Ryback coming back is true, fuck all that too. Fuck him.
No, don't need that shit.
No one needs that.
No.
He can go suck eggs. I don't. No. Neither of those fools need to be in a ring.
No.
I bet. No. Mm-mm.
No one's asking for it. Like, I can remember. So I got home kind of late Saturday night after Rocket Pro, and I'm kind of reading through my feed. I had no idea what happened on that, but that was the first thing that came up. And if you've known me for any length of time, you know that I absolutely cannot fucking stand Goldberg.
No.
I think he's incredibly overrated. He retired my favorite wrestler, Bret Hart, by being careless, and then goes on.
Hey, we could debate that all day, but you're wrong. Bret didn't fucking protect himself. I hate Goldberg, but I will not go against him on that.
I have to though, because on what was it? Who Killed WCW? That Vice docuseries that came out last year. He said basically, in regards to anybody that says he's an unsafe worker, he said that if anybody gets hurt from his moves or anything, that's their fault.
That's where I'll say he's wrong on that, but Bret Hart did fuck up.
I mean, I'm willing to listen to new information, so I will go back and watch that kick.
I'll pull Pacman and say, I think it's on both of them.
It's definitely, I say both because Goldberg sucks and he is careless, but Bret, as a professional, ran into the kick himself.
Yeah. My guess is if you side to blame more one side or another, you side it more with Bret because he has the experience and the knowledge to, if you truly believe that this guy isn't good enough to fucking have a match, you need to protect yourself a lot more. Yeah. Obviously, it looked like I think Goldberg was a little bit closer to where he was supposed to be than not. So when Bret turned around, he didn't have enough time to protect himself, but he also should have because of his years in the ring.
Right.
It's an unfortunate accident that happened. It is an accident. Nothing was intentional. It just fucking happens. It's the same thing with D'Lo Brown and draws. You can't fucking blame one or the other. Shit just happens, and that is far worse than what happened to fucking Bret Hart. They just happen. So you can't hate Goldberg because fucking Bret Hart got a concussion and ended up having a stroke and shit. You can't blame Goldberg. You can hate him because he's not talented. I mean, I didn't like him as soon as I want to say 98, 99, when Vince Russo came in, that's when I lost interest in Goldberg. But come to find out, it's also around the same time he demanded fucking more money than God, and that kind of showed in the fucking presentation. Mm-hmm. So,
and I mean, we can look at that match in Saudi Arabia with the Undertaker. Headbutts the door, yeah. Gives himself the concussion, drops Taker on his head, almost breaks his neck a couple of times.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
What the fuck is he doing?
Because he headbutted the door. He ran headfirst into the turnbuckle pole. Mm-hmm. It's fucking Saudi Arabia in the middle of fucking fall. It's like hundreds of degrees outside. Like yeah, that match should have never even fucking happened to begin with, let alone at fucking Saudi Arabia. But hey, fucking when you get a prince giving you all the fucking money in the world, you'll dig up Doink the Clown to fucking have that match. I mean, it's. Yeah. Yeah, no, Goldberg should have just been fine. Like it was okay with him in his 2003 to 2005 run or whatever the fuck it was, or the year he was there, or whatever. after that, it's like, man, yeah, come back and make some spots here and there. Throw a spear and a jackhammer. No more fucking matches. He never should have been Universal Champion. The fact that
No.
fucking existed,
I mean, killed the whole Fiend character.
Yeah, so it's
by beating him.
Yeah, so it was just, yeah. No, just I like Goldberg for what he was back in the 90s. The undefeated guy until he fucking lost. It's like, yeah, let's just move on. So, speaking of those, let's just move on.
Cool, because
yeah, there's CSW as well.
You're gonna like this matchup.
I hope so.
Tag team titles are on the line.
Yes.
Okay. Joey Avalon and Sierra defend their tag team titles against the Brothers of Funstruction.
I like that one.
This has main event potential.
Really I think does. So.
And I mean, obviously, like, we don't follow every single company out there. A few select ones. This is the first time I heard about the Brothers of Funstruction since, like, I want to say actually that tournament they're in, like, a while back. I don't hear a lot about them around, like, especially the companies we talk about. I don't hear about them a lot. Like Yabo
made a POW appearances
in
there.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's probably like one of those times where we couldn't get a POW match card and shit. And we said, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are we doing the King of the Hill thing? Is that the bit?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that explains the balloons.
Yeah, fucking Avalon destroyed the shit out of the fucking Sierra. She's cool as hell.
I mean, even before that, after one of their matches, they had a box. They had a balloon in it. We didn't know what it was. Now it explains everything.
Yeah, got some Pennywise bullshit going on.
And how fitting! It's October.
Oh.
Beep beep, Avalon.
For the Metro Division title, we have Rafael Quintero defending his championship against Shane Boucher, who we happened to see over the weekend.
Shane Boucher is a lot smaller than I thought a gatekeeper would be. When he came out and everything, I'm just like, that dude looks like he belongs in like an episode of Happy Days, not in a group called the Gatekeepers.
Or maybe he could be part of the Socialists in the Outsiders. Except he's the one that gets knocked out real quick.
Yeah. He's the one that looks like he got shot in the back in Shawshank because he knows the truth. That's who he reminds me of. He reminds me of that character. But Pacman knows the kind of guy that you roll up a pack of smokes in the shirt sleeve.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure he sold him a couple here and there back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, that's what got me in trouble at that sock hop, and thankfully, Tony Gabagool was there to save me, get me out of that jam after I got pinched for those bum cigarettes.
Yeah. Now he has your title.
Well, it's his title now.
It is his title. It's always his title. It's always his title.
I mean, I was the champion.
Yeah, but I mean,
I had a good run with it.
He's the only one in the entire history of that bout who actually officially won it.
I mean, I successfully defended it. I mean, he successfully defended it. I'm not taking anything away from him.
Yeah, but how many people actually won it? Nobody officially won that belt ever in the history of the LIN. He is the first winner of that belt. Stop me when I'm telling lies.
I mean, that is, looking back at Danny's reign,
which he just kind of bought himself. Yeah, he just bought it. So it's like, oh, here we go, award it. Fucking Gabagool, he just made it. Yeah, no one ever actually fucking won that thing until Gabagool did on your movie. Yeah.
Which you can see on our YouTube channel.
There you go. Yeah. So, look at that. Gabagool, only man to ever win that belt.
And I think he's worthy of it because he was able to find the Chambers of Secrets that one time.
It is true. Yeah. And
I never found the Chamber of Secrets. He's the one that found it. I have to give him credit where credit's due on that front. And now I'm his consigliere. I'm his senior advisor. So I think it all worked out in the end.
Yeah. We gotta stop. Nobody's focusing on Raw too much. Next match, Nubsters. Tag team match. Then Shane Boucher's going up
I will.
against
I would like to point out there's one thing on Raw that I can. It's not a result or anything. It's just something I noticed.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston hasn't changed his clothes since Saturday. Anyway.
Oh shit! And fun fact. Raw is only 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
7 to 9.
Starting this year, tonight to the remainder of the year. Yeah. Kofi's gross. I can't wait for fucking Xavier to attack him.
Another women's match. We have 3 women's matches. 3 women's singles matches.
Good for
Unheard of. Amina Belmont taking on Lily Pescadita.
Nice.
And then in a triple threat match, we have Steve Boz taking on Bruce Hamilton and Hans Carden, the Crab Man. Because he gives crabs.
Who's the guy that
has not gone to a doctor for that?
No.
Who's the turtle chip guy?
That's Adam Stallion.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's the one that teams with Cypher.
There we go. That's right.
And that is the card for CSW Cemetery Gates. I'm sure more matches will be announced throughout the week. So stay tuned to Chicago Style Wrestling on Facebook or even on X and possibly Instagram.
Nice.
All right. So, want to hear about ARW?
I would love to hear about ARW.
Because ARW has a show this Saturday.
That's right. And the only thing I know about is that James Creed's in number 1 contendership match for the title.
That is true.
He's not in a championship match, but he's in a match to get him a championship match. Creed.
So we're getting close to him being in another title match.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's happening, yeah.
But before we get into that, ARW presents Harvest Moon, the final phase. Whatever the final phase is.
I always liked that show name. I don't know what it is about Harvest Moon. ARW has some pretty solid fucking names, man. And I know we were talking about how like ARW was adding a lot of more dates and stuff, but I think, is this the last one before Black and Blue?
No.
Okay, there is one more. Okay.
There's actually 2 more before that. What? I think. I believe they added another show in November. I would have to check on that. But they have another show on the 26th of October.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But Harvest Moon takes place this Saturday, October the 12th, at the American Legion Post 100, 1899 Central Avenue in Lake Station, Indiana. Doors open at 6 p.m., bell time 7 p.m. General admission tickets are $15. If you would like your reserved tickets and seats, hit up Facebook or ARWPro on Facebook. All right, as we just mentioned, there is a number 1 contenders match as Greg Glover will be taking on James Creed. At the show, it didn't happen. At the canceled show, it was scheduled for Judas Chavez to address his future. Well, he is going to address it this week. So we don't know what's happening with him.
Oh, man. I hope he's not retiring.
I'd hate for that to happen.
Right? Because then that just means he'd fucking keep on showing up.
I mean,
he's only
been in the business for a cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee in the big
time, yeah.
I'm not sure if you paid attention or if anyone's been following. But
I pay attention to everything.
You just don't remember anything.
That's true.
That is true.
Well, like what you're about to talk about.
You probably don't remember seeing this then. A poster by ARW, and it says, "Say his name."
Oh.
I vaguely remember that. I know it ain't.
I saw it.
It's fucking, I kind of remember it, but no. Did it say who it is? Is it Joe Hendry?
No, we don't know.
I believe in Captain Flamingo. That's my guess.
Ooh,
God,
it could be.
Can you imagine the refunds?
Well,
Well,
I guess we can get into that part because Captain Flamingo is associated with this tag team known as the Workhorses. Mikey Peterson and Dave West, Sir Flex-a-Lot. They'll be taking on Jay Cross and Big Sev of the AFA.
Still don't know what AFA stands for, right? Jesus.
Nah. I don't know. What did we come up with?
I said always fucking around. But I don't know. It's
Acolytes Protection Agency.
there we go.
So that should be fun, and I guess we can just say goodbye to the Workhorses after this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But how
There's no
am I
way.
going to be able to plug their merch on Brainbuster Tees and ProWrestlingTees.com if they're not there?
I don't think they like you anymore.
No, they made like the little picture thing. Look, they made they put me. Hold on, I'm going to show it for our video viewers. Look, so here's what we got. I'm like doing like a version of Rion, but it's fine. See, so it's the Workhorses, and look who's right there. It's me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's Pac-Man's Muffins.
That was back when they liked you.
This was after the movie came out.
Yeah, but this is probably before they saw the movie.
But they gave me muffins.
They did when they liked
I
you.
do still
Now they
like
don't like you
muffins.
anymore.
Regardless of if I'm top fan or not, the one thing that I can still get behind is a good blueberry muffin.
Blueberry muffins are good.
Yes.
Hell, I mess around with a banana nut once in a while. Can't do chocolate chip though. No. But fucking blueberry muffin, fuck yeah. Look out with the. Nah, I can't do.
I don't know if I've had a chocolate chip muffin, but I feel like
It's not worth it.
yeah, I feel like that'd be way too much.
Yeah, you just can't do it now. Blueberry muffin or a banana nut. A banana nut muffin would be a good one. Yeah, that was always good. Yeah. ARW, Nubby.
Well, speaking of nuts, Nick Diamond is getting his title match as he takes on Dave Allen for the heavyweight title.
Which is surprising that he's getting a title match after being a dick to the boss for the last couple months.
That is weird.
Didn't he shave fucking BJ's head?
Or he cut the mullet off. Yeah.
Cut the mullet off. Yeah, what the fuck?
We went out, said that he should be suspended, fired, arrested, even.
And what?
Yeah. So maybe if we would have said give him a title match, he would have been suspended.
Yeah, that's not sorry, guys. Yeah. Shame on me.
And then in a tag team match,
real quick. Have you talked to BJ since? How's he doing?
He seems to be in good spirits.
I gotcha. Okay.
He realizes he's young and he can grow it out again.
Oh, okay. Cool. Good for him.
I mean, it must be nice to have hair to do that with.
It is.
I wouldn't know.
Speaking of no hair, the family, Mike Morris, who has no hair, of course, and his partner Jay City will be teaming up against the Cult Classic, Kazile and Josh Moon. It seems as if the tag team champions are not defending their titles again.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, isn't it?
I didn't expect that from the Mash Brothers. I thought they were going to be fighting champions. That sounds like they're not right now, unless more information pops up throughout the week. But
dude, everyone wants to say they want to be a fighting champion, but only a few of them actually are.
It's true.
Yeah. You were. You defend that title every month.
Yeah, I did. Even against Scott Spade.
Oh, speaking of Nubbies and Nubby and titles.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was trying to talk about you and fucking Pacman and make it by himself. Go ahead.
No, I was talking about Nubby and the fact that he's held that Battle Royale Championship for 1,914 days.
Oh, we're getting up to the 2000s soon.
Yeah. I think you passed 1,900 when I was out and away.
Out and away. Out and away.
Yeah,
Not only just out, but also away.
Away.
Playing on the teacups.
It makes it clear for everybody.
Yeah.
I was out, but I also was away.
Yeah. Beyond the fact that he was away, he was also out.
And now I'm in and here.
That's right. Yeah. He is current and present.
Absolutely.
Well, that is ARW. Harvest Moon. The final phase. This Saturday, October the 12th. Stay tuned to ARW Pro on Facebook for more information as they come about.
Yeah. And of course, all these shows that we talk about, if they have a Facebook page, we link them in the show notes on Facebook. So all you gotta do is, go ahead.
Check out their YouTube channel too.
Yeah, which is actually on our features of our homepage of our YouTube channel. So if you don't know where to find these people, all you gotta do is search Just Freaking Wrestling on YouTube, find us, subscribe while you're there, and then scroll down and boom, all the companies that have YouTube channels we talk about right there. So, yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah, we do a lot for people.
We do.
But I guess we're just fucking disrespectful little assholes, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do about that, man.
I know.
This has been a very mellow PX this episode.
It was a somber early beginnings. You know, we weren't kicking it off with stepping into the ring with greatest faction. You know, I am Nubby the Amazing Turtle. I'm the LIM Consigliere, the podcast Papa, PX, Pacman, we didn't have any of that because I didn't feel the need to have a joyous, upbeat intro when I spent all day trying to figure out what the fuck I did to disrespect Nubby. Even sitting here doing this show, can't fucking think of it. Don't know. But
I mean, I can't comment on it because I didn't hear the commentary.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm excited to either hear C-Red talk about tomorrow or hear it when it gets released on YouTube. Because I really want to know what it was.
So I saw the footage. Double J sent me the footage.
Yeah.
So kind of knew that this was going to be a conversation piece going into today. But I want to just say there is a silver lining to this whole situation, okay?
Yeah.
At least Gabagool had the fucking beers at the end.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, nobody drank them, but, two idiots.
At least he had them,
That's true.
And
I drink an old style at fucking Rocket Pro.
Look at you.
It was fucking gross.
I'm not looking at you now.
It was. I fucking cracked up like fucking. I cheers Steve, C-Red, and everything, and it's fucking gross. I'm like, yeah.
Was it one of those Sean Danger beers?
Yeah. And it was cold and delicious until I sipped it. I was all excited. I'm like, yeah, cold beer. Cracked open, cheers them. Like, oh, gross. I think the problem was because Sean Danger handed me one, and then after Damian Saint took them, he gave me a second one. And I think what happened was that Steve, who's an asshole and wanted to make things right with Flash Harris for some reason, took one of my beers and gave it to Flash Harris. I think he took the Damian Saint one and left me with the Danger one, and that's probably why it tasted like shit.
And I mean, I know I'm skipping way ahead of Rocket Pro, but I do really want to talk about that.
How can you skip ahead if we haven't even started yet?
I want to just, I want to lead in with it.
Sure, go ahead.
So, for those of you who are unfamiliar,
who the hell I am.
The name is Damian Saint. So, for those unfamiliar, Sean Danger for the past year has been going around ringside towards the end of every ARWPro show, handing out cans of old styles to the fan. Every single time, he was cut off by Damian Saint. No real incident. Saint just takes the box and goes away. He maybe takes one for himself. And it's fine. Nothing really major came of it. Just he did not like that Shawn Danger was giving away the beers and it was losing. And this is from Damian Saint's perspective, because I believe there's a conversation out there where he talks about it a little bit, is that it's taking money away from ARWPro Wrestling by giving away free beer. But it's old style. It's free beer. It flows through my veins. It flows through the veins of Tony Gabagool, Double J. Not Simp. Simp doesn't drink. Thomas Foolery, he likes to enjoy his old style with a little bit of a malort. A Chicago handshake, if you will. Smiley McGee, haven't really seen him drink an old style. Neither here nor there. This time was different with Shawn Danger and Damian Saint. Because when Damian Saint took the beers, he acted like he was going to have a beer in the ring with Shawn Danger. It seems like, maybe he's kind of coming around. He's seeing that the fans are enjoying it. It's making the fans go to the bar and buy it in old style because they're like, oh, this is delicious. But then the Undeniable came out and beat down Shawn Danger and stopped it dead in his tracks. So clearly Damian Saint still has this major problem with Shawn Danger, who, if I can stress this, is an LIM member. It's just
so is Maximus.
And we'll get to that.
So is Nubby.
And we'll get to that.
So is Hot Rod Daddy Andy.
Get to that.
So is C-Red.
I ain't touching that one.
Johnny Nye.
Oh, my dad. That is true.
Yeah.
All of that is true.
Not Steve, though.
Steve is not a member of LIM. But
there's one thing the one thing I do appreciate when you talk about the LIM is how collectively you guys are always there for together. Yeah, you guys are always there for each other. Like even like through like the worst parts of it. Like if somebody's going through some shit, at least somebody's gonna be there for them. Unless it's Nubby getting beat down in that ring.
Everyone just
stares. And just fucking acknowledges like, what's going on? What the fuck? But
we'll get there because there is something coming down the pike. The solution to everything going on with Nubby, I will explain later because LIM does have a plan. But I really want to touch up on the Shawn Danger situation first because it's really been running through my mind the past couple of days, as well as the situation with Nubby. The Undeniable, you know what, actually, I'll do it like this. The Undeniable not only beat down Shawn Danger, also beat down Nubby, and now seemingly has a member of LIM in its rank when Maximus Orion seemed to align. No, he aligned himself with the Undeniable. So it's like they have it out for LIM members that are also ARWPro Wrestling roster people. That seems to be the case. And I know I have a problem with that. I know Tony has a problem with that. Double J has a problem with that. Simp has a problem with it, especially when it comes to Maximus. Thomas Foolery is still trying to read the room a little bit, but he'll get on our wavelength. I know that for a fact. Smiley will be also on our wavelength because I know how Smiley thinks. It's mostly in you knows. And he knows
what you tell
that
him
this
to
is
do.
bullshit. I don't tell him to do anything.
Of course you do. Don't lie.
I'm not the leader of LIM anymore.
It's okay. That dude doesn't do anything on his fucking own. And when he tries, he fails. Remember Wave 3?
He does his best, and we're glad that he's part of LIM.
For Wave 3, how long that fucking thing lasts?
Yeah, that didn't quite grow that great. But it, again, it's bridge under the water.
I remember it. Fucking embarrassing.
Again, it was a situation.
it's cool that regardless throughout all this, you're still allowing Maximus Orion to be a member of LIM. Good for you.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, sure.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Boom.
Okay, so Rocket Pro Wrestling Darkness Falls. We had an IPW showcase match for the IPW Tag Team Championships with Kindle Fire and Nick Diamond defending their tag team titles against Cash Money Corey McHenry, IPW Alternative Champion and Medallion Holder, and Jay Thunder. And the program defeated Corey McHenry and Jay Thunder and retained the IPW Tag Team Championships. Then we get to the main show. That was the pre-show. Here comes the main show. To the shock of all the fans...
Good job explaining how that works.
I've heard happily that.
Solid. In the pre-show match, we had this. Now, let's get to the main show. That was the pre-show. Yeah.
Here comes the main show. Here comes
the main show. And it started out with Maximus Orion coming out with the Undeniable.
LIM member Maximus Orion.
An LIM member, Maximus Orion.
Still current active status. Active status member.
It seems like you really want to talk about what our plan is right now.
I'm just trying to figure out how you can make a guy who attacked fucking Nubby a fucking still active status member of the LIM. You say you care about Nubby, but no, Maximus Orion is still an active member.
I'm reading the room.
Oh no,
let's address the elephant in it. We'll address the elephant.
You know what? I want to go through your shit. I want to follow the trail through Rocket Pro in your way. I'm just gonna give my opinion because that's what I do.
I understand that.
I hope so, because someone else didn't.
Well, we'll get to that, I guess, unless you want to address it now. I don't know how you want to go about this.
Oh, I talked about C-Red for the first 26 minutes of this episode. I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Now it's just going to be all cheap shots from here on out.
I ain't got nothing to do about that.
I'd say it get old, but that's fucking C-Red, not my shit.
So, Maximus Orion came out to the ring with the Undeniable.
I say I retired the jokes, but just like him, why stop now?
As Damian Saint and Maximus Orion were doing their Cody Rhodes and LA Knight impressions, Turtle came out to the ring to confront Maximus. Now, Maximus revealed that it was him who cost Turtle his job as co-general manager of Rocket Pro Wrestling back in May. Because if you remember,
called that shit.
There was a person all in black, masked, that we couldn't tell who it was, that held Nubby's leg as he was trying to get back in the ring to beat a 10 count.
Can you repeat that part?
Nubby did not get pinned in that match. He was cost that match by Maximus Orion, who held his foot as Turtle was trying to beat the 10 count.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, I know Damian Saint doesn't listen to the show, so he can go fuck himself for that. But Maximus, I know you do, you little bitch. Tell your boy Saint that he did not beat me. Tell him I'm saying he did not beat me. He did not pin me or make me submit.
That might have been the thing on commentary fucking Red was talking about. I may have said that Damian Saint has 2 wins over you. That might have been it.
In the record books, sure.
Yes.
But
no,
I will not
he did not cleanly beat you.
No.
Damian Saint does not have any clean victories over you.
He can't beat me clean. And he never will. Because I am better than him and he knows it. Now, I will give Saint this.
Mm-hmm.
I have maybe underestimated him a little bit. He is every bit of a wrestler that maybe Travesty used to be.
Yeah, that's back in the day, though. Long time ago.
So, you have skills. I'll give you that. But not enough to beat me on your own. you little bitch.
You done, Pac-Man?
Done with what? Oh, no, I was
Fucking-
just putting the
fucking-
notes on a stand next to me so they would be easier to read.
Yeah, you're clinking around there while fucking Nubby's talking. Rude.
I was setting up my prompter. I was trying something different this time.
It was weird because you never make those noises and shit when Maximus talks on the LIM podcast. But sure, why Nubby does it over here, it's fine. Yeah, I will say that because I mean I don't know, I don't have a lot of knowledge of Damian Saint's like history and training and all that stuff. Is he up to the Nubby level in the ring? No. He can hold his own to a certain point, but I mean, let's face it. I mean, dude's a genius because he always finds a way out. You know,
That's the only way he can do it.
That's the only way he can do it. And it's like, and we say it, and me and Dizzle J have been saying it since the beginning of JFW. A win's a win. It just sucks that sometimes how those victories come out, and it does suck that Maximus was the one that was holding your beat. They said in the ring, everyone thought it was Schultz. Anyway,
Same body shape.
Yeah. Except Schultz has gold, and Schultz is awesome. So I know that you don't like the Undeniable, but I mean, it's just there's people in the Undeniable that I just liked before the Undeniable even existed. It's hard for me to. I don't want to be a fucking bandwagon guy, and Nubby, I do apologize for that. I know you don't like the fact that I praise, not praise, but I talk highly of like Damian Saint and Schultz, but I did that before you started hating them. Maybe not Saint. Schultz, yes. So.
And
you can't fault me for being a good fan though, because I don't bandwagon shit. I like people whether good or bad. So, but anyways, you're saying what?
Now, did we really get anything like relevant out of Maximus when he was?
Oh,
talking?
a reason why? No,
right. He had no reason. But I have a theory.
Yes.
And I know you don't hear this often, Travis, but you're right. I think he's jealous.
I think it's a jealousy thing, yeah. That's why he called, man. Fucking like even in that ring, like people didn't give a shit about him, and he owns the fucking company. No one cares. It's like I think what he say, like I think he said you're in his way or something like that. It's like well, fucking go around. Like I don't know what to fucking tell you.
In his way of what?
Exactly. That's the wild thing, man. It's just like all you do is just be you. It's like, and it's weird that I get it. He has to fucking try. He has to get people to like him. He just can't do it. And maybe it's because, I don't know, the fact that he has to go down to haunted trails and stand in line with all the other adolescent children and get his fucking face painted up just right so he can come back over here and throw his robe on that I'm guaranteeing that he wears when he gets out of the shower because why the fuck not? I like wearing cloaks, Sith Lords, or whatever fucking bullshit he's into, and coming down to the ring, doing everything from moveset Undertaker 94 to eventually be like, oh shit, here's a guy who just happened to come out of nowhere is now more liked than me in my own company. Like I'm supposed to be the guy. And fucking A, I mean, I don't know. I can't recall every single main event in fucking Rocket Pro, over the course of the last year and a half, but he wasn't in a lot of them. I know he was in the season finale one. I know that. He faced Ryan Matthews, under lightsaber shit. Fucking it was entertaining as fuck. Admit it. Still entertaining. Love wrestling, love entertainment. Boom. Rocket Pro has both of it. But other than that, it's fucking Michaels in the main event, or it's the final level in the main event, or who was the main event? Am I getting that mixed up?
Steve Michaels versus Rion.
No. Season finale. Who was the main event?
Season finale was Matthews versus Maximus Orion.
Okay. In my head, I was like, wait a minute, the final level, but the final level was the semi-main, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But it was like billed as a double main event.
Yeah. So he was the main event at the season finale, but up until that point, when was the last time he had a main event match?
I'll say this: that's one more main event than I ever had in Rocket Pro. I have not been in any main event, and am I bitching? No.
But the best part about UW is you don't need it because you already get over. You deserve it, but you didn't need it. he needs that spotlight. He needs that. I mean, fucking hey, that's why he's coming out not wearing fucking face paint anymore. That's why his shit's all white, because he needs to fucking shine. He needs to be in that fucking spotlight.
And it's crazy because the entire time I've been in Rocket Pro, Maximus was doing his thing. I was doing my thing. We have not crossed paths until last month. He was getting his pops. Now I can't argue if mine were better than his, and I will not say they were.
I will.
Or they weren't.
100%. No,
if you want to, you know what? If you want to say that, fine.
I'll say it.
If everyone else
my
wants
opinion,
that is great. I am more humble to say that it didn't matter if he got more pops than I did. We were on separate lengths, separate paths. He was dealing with Rion.
Yeah.
I was dealing with the idols and, partially the fucking undeniable, but mostly the idols at the time. If anything, we were sandwiching the company. He was one slice of the bread. I was one slice of the bread. And everything else was the cheese, whatever meat you put on, the lettuce, whatever. We were the outside.
Let's stop it right there, dude. I haven't eaten in 32 hours.
Oh, my bad.
Let's move on to fucking food.
My bad.
I'm halfway through a 72-hour fast. Don't fuck my life up. Right. But you are right, man. It's like you guys had your own you had your own journeys, and they never really had to intertwine. He caused that.
He brought me into it.
Yeah, it's like it's fucking wild. And I don't, again, I get that he's still a fucking kid. I mean, what was he, like 22, 18? He's a fucking child still, or at least he looks like it anyways. But he needs to fucking shine. And realistically, dude, a lot of that shit's on him. He chose to only wrestle for Rocket Pro Wrestling. That's it. He is so committed to only wrestling for Rocket Pro Wrestling. Your name's not going to be out there like the Amazing Turtle, who's in Southland, CSW, Rocket Pro Wrestling, who shows up at ARW and people cheer for him in the fucking crowd. Crash Tested Wrestling. Like, fucking, you're everywhere, man. And that's how you get fucking pops, where he gets his cheers from his local, native, supportive fucking people.
And that is great.
Yeah, instead of just appreciating what he has to be, I'll put it like this. Like they have that one joke where like they talk about the general who wears like a red shirt, and they ask him, "Sir, why do you wear a red shirt?" And he said, "That way if I get shot and I start bleeding, then they don't notice the blood." And then they make the joke about like more people coming, and he asks for his brown pants. You ever hear that joke before? Well, I understand why fucking Maximus is wearing fucking white attire now, because he's kind of a fucking jerk off. And if he wants to continue to act like that, that's fucking fine. But just don't try to compete with the fucking star power of an Amazing Turtle.
And it's crazy because he's a hypocrite at this point.
Yeah.
Because what all the bitching he did when Rion turned on him, he's doing exactly what Rion did.
Yeah.
Except Rion did it for a purpose. He's trying to get people to see what's going on. Would I have done it his way? No. Yeah. But that's all in the past. But what Maximus is doing is being a brat. Plain and simple. He's being a little bitch brat. I mean, you're jealous of something that you don't need to be jealous of.
Yep.
So you decided, instead of helping me to beat the Undeniable last month and taking out Saint and taking Rocket Pro back, you decided to take me out and join Undeniable.
Yeah.
Where does that make sense?
Dude, it's wild because like over the course, and obviously I haven't been at Rocket Pro a lot as much as you guys have. You guys have been there consistently throughout the entire Damian Saint run. Okay, I haven't. Like, I've been in and out and shit. But it seems like over time, Damian Saint was getting less and less and less power in Rocket Pro Wrestling. Shelly started being more involved in shit and started, making decisions on behalf of Rocket Pro Wrestling, making fucking Nubby, co-GM and stuff. Now, Damian State has an owner in his pocket. And how much of it does he own? It's like less than 50%, right? I think Shelly's like the primary owner and stuff.
Yes.
So, I mean, getting slapped in the mouth probably didn't help your chances of fucking gaining control or some shit. But there's definitely a power struggle. I don't know what Will's ultimate game is. Maybe it's not even anything to do with you. Maybe it's just the step in the next direction or some shit. Maybe here's a theory. I'm throwing this theory out there. I'm going to say maybe it has nothing to do with you. Maybe it's just a favor he did for Saint as they plot for something bigger. That makes more sense to me than him attacking you just because, well, I mean, the jealousy thing makes sense too. But there's no other reason he would do that other than if it was a favor to Damian Saint or if he's jealous. It's one or the fucking other. And
then why are you doing a favor for somebody that made your life a living hell?
Maybe mommy and daddy stopped buying him shit.
Maybe they cut off his Fortnite privileges at home. I don't know.
Right? Yeah. Maybe
they did. Hold on. Here's his face. If they fuck. Okay, can't even do it right.
We can kind of see it.
This was his face when they cut off his Fortnite privileges.
That makes sense. Yeah, they put a restrictor on the internet time. That makes sense. Yeah.
That was his face when he realized he timed out.
They made him take down all his glow in the dark fucking stars off his ceiling so they could repaint it. Yeah.
That was his face when the
ceiling. We get it. Fucking moving it. Yeah.
It's a great
nonetheless, if he wants to be an enemy, then I challenged him to a match. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
And he didn't accept it right away. So I called him a chicken.
Yeah, he went back to the future on his ass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
You fucking biffed him.
Uh-huh. But it was this time Biff beat his ass, really.
Yeah.
But he tried. He tried chokeslam me again, but it didn't work out because I saw it coming this time. And then I stunned him. And then I had everything to do about that, man. And then we did have our match, but we could talk about that later. Let's get through the other matches.
Yes, let's talk about some of the matches, including the first match, which is the...
we haven't even got to the first match yet.
The first match of the show was Brooks Burna versus the Ryan Matthews for the Rock Pro Wrestling Outer Limits Championship, which Ryan Matthews won last month due to dubious circumstances involving Jay Beck the Paycheck from Connor Hopkins. Now, Brooks Burna did win this match. However, it was by disqualification after Eric Schultz ran down and attacked him. Following this, Jesus Desafio aligned himself with the Undeniable and started to attack Brooks Burna with Matthews and Schultz. Who's going to stop it? Who's going to come to Brooks Burna's rescue? Now, I was very surprised when a group that LIM has had some issues with in the past decided to make their way back to the park.
You have 19 minutes, Pac-Man.
No Coast. No Coast is back.
God damn it.
I was building to it, but
I appreciate you building to it, man, and everything. But we're at an hour and 37 minutes right now, and I told you, no matter how much we blow through, we're going to spend a lot of time on
Yes, we are.
Because, and we haven't gotten through half of the shit that happened to fucking Nubby yet.
That we need to get to that. So
No Coast. When was the last time No Coast was there?
No Coast was last year. Kicks on 66, 2023.
Yeah, so he missed the entire season. Or they missed the entire last season.
I mean, they were there at Fall Brawl last year, but they were not wrestling.
Gotcha. Okay.
But this was their first match. It was a 6-man tag made by Shelly with Brooks Burna and No Coast going up against the Undeniable. And Burna and No Coast won. The entire time, Santino was marking out.
Yeah.
Because his guys were back.
Yeah, he wore his yellow pants that day.
That was probably for the best.
Yeah.
That was probably
he went straight up the clumps in the fucking front row just.
So I'm on the monitor in the back while I was preparing for interviews.
I told Steve on commentary, I can't wait for that post-match interview.
So then we had the first of 2 Rocket to the Top qualifiers between POWW, Grin, and Aaron Stone. Now, Ratchet Flywheel came out with POWW and was attacked by some masked fans. One of the fans was wearing a Beetlejuice mask. And it turned out it was Tristan Hayes and Buddy Roberts Jr., who then take Flywheel hostage, and they wound up shaving his head.
Yeah, that's karma. That's karma, by the way. So yeah.
POWW was trying to help Flywheel and the whole situation, but Grin was able to pick up the victory by pinning Aaron Stone.
Yeah, and the ringmaster was holding Stone's. So he went in for like it's not a small package, but a roll up or whatever the fuck it is, and referee was out of position, and you saw the ringmaster holding Stone's foot down, and yeah, Grin did win. It wasn't clean, but yeah, he did pick up the victory to advance.
That he did. And, you know, the situation between Scumbag Army and the Freebirds continue. So Tom Heisman was not here this month. Neither was Matt Creed. So it goes to wonder what's going to happen when Youth Gone Wild comes back to St. Joe's Park.
I think Tom Heisman was still licking his wounds from getting thrown through a table at Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
That is a possibility. It happened during my red carpet.
Yeah. I heard it was a piece of wrapping paper.
Piece of wrapping paper?
I heard your red carpet was a piece of wrapping paper.
You can't trust anything Roxy Hart says. Let's just put it that way. And we'll get to more reasons. I'll give you another reason why.
It was not a bath mat, though. It was not a bath mat.
It was not a bath mat this time. No. Then we had Gunnar Brave defeating Shane Boucher.
Match of the night. Well, second match. Main event was a match, but this was a very close second. Very good.
Then we had Skylar Reed taking on Devin August. These guys have been going back and forth ever since Devin August turned on Skylar Reed and when Skylar was kicked out of Undeniable back at spring break this past year. Early on in this match, Jay Beck, who was in the corner of Devin August, got ejected. And the ref goes down at one point. And when the ref came down, Undeniable came out to attack Skylar Reed. But then another presence that hasn't been seen in St. Joe's Park for a year came down. It was none other than star of film and screen. You know, you might have seen him in such movies as, what was that movie he was in? Austin Powers.
13 minutes, Pax.
It was Michael Myers. Myers.
Fucking murderer. People in Joliet cheering for a goddamn murderer.
No, he's an international man of mystery.
Murderer.
He killed, I mean, I will give you that. He did kill that role as Austin Powers.
Yeah, he also murdered.
He got his mojo, baby. Yeah.
Doesn't matter which Michael Myers you talk about. They both murdered people. Murdered.
Wait. Oh, you know what?
There you go.
You're right. That one's on me. No, it was Michael Myers from the Halloween movies.
Yeah, the murderer. My bad, y'all. The fucking murderer. And everyone's cheering him. Kids reaching hands out to slap hands like motherfuckers got a knife. You're cheering this idiot for.
I mean, I was excited about it. And not just because he spared my life in the Lovely Intoxicated movie.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did make his presence known. I wonder if that's on his IMDb.
He should add it. I mean, that should be something he's proud of. He should be proud of. Are we doing our impression of Kyle on Fourth Mother Box? Is that what this is?
That's what this is.
Okay. So I'm going to have to read the results with this? Okay. No, I'm not. Okay, cool. Michael Myers laid out the Undeniable. And then somebody dressed like Ghostface from the Scream movies hit Michael Myers with a chair, only to be revealed as J-Beck in disguise. Now, this led to a Michael Myers stunner and a mud hole getting stomped into J-Beck.
Oh, yeah, he was straight Austin.
Yes, he did. Oh, hell yeah, you might say.
And J-Beck took it like Vince McMahon.
Though, Devin did get chokeslammed.
What's worse, though, that or the super kick?
Yes.
It was the wind.
0 for 2, buddy. 0 for 2, J-Beck.
We'll get there at some point. It's those, you know what it is? Here's my theory on it. You know, he has those Thin Mints, right?
Yes.
Too many.
Thin Mints, I think the Thin Mints are throwing J-Beck off his game a little bit. Maybe it's the Thin Mints that are just...
We're talking about food. Let's move on.
Oh, yeah, you're fast.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going to shut my ass
you.
now.
I
Okay.
will drive to your house and murder you. I
Then
will
you'll
Michael
be like-
Myers you.
Then
And
you'll
not
be
the-
like
and
famous
not the Scar
actor
Shaggy.
from Austin Powers, Mike Myers.
That's true. Yes.
That
I
is-
will fat bastard you. There we go.
Then Devin
This
August...
fat bastard will fuck you up.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back.
God, Ribs.
All right, I'm gonna stop talking about
Yeah,
this.
I would
I'm
too.
being a bad influence right
Yeah, I
now.
would too.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut up. Well, I can't shut
Oh,
up.
yeah,
I
no,
can
dude,
do the rest of these results because Devin got chokeslammed by Michael Myers, but as is tradition, so does Skylar Reed, and Skylar picked up the win after Michael Myers dragged Skylar onto Devin for the pin.
So it's kind of like the Wyatt Six, where like the evilish guy is sticking up for the good guy, like Otis and them against.
Essentially.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Essentially.
Fuck Michael Myers. He threatened me at the end of the show. Jackass.
Then we had the Rocket to the Top qualifier part 3, because the first one took place last month, and the other one I talked about earlier. So this is the third one. That's how that works. Because it was Damian Gray, Kevin Cade, Johnny Nye, and Joseph Von Jaeger fighting for their chance to be in the Rocket to the Top ladder match next month at Harvest Havoc.
Mm-hmm.
After Joseph Von Jaeger was taken out of this match after a distraction by DeSafio. However, after some shenanigans with Joey Roth, and Damian Gray wound up pinning Kevin Cade. Now, after the match, the Idols, including Roxy, bloodied Joey Roth and beat him down, seemingly kick him out of the Idols.
Yeah, so are they still officially the Idols?
They are. It seems like they're still the Idols.
Because Steve and Sierra made it implied that the Idols are dead. I mean, nobody really knows. We didn't get any answers from anything that happened. I don't know if you had a backstage interview with Roxy or any of them, post-show or anything, but...
So, admittedly, I did not, but I was watching that on the monitor, and it was something I was watching very closely, considering my history with the Idols. Yeah. To me, my read of the situation is that it seems like Roxy is the mastermind behind what happened with Joey.
Oh yeah, girl power, whatever.
That's
fucking that
what
one person said.
My interpretation was, because she didn't step in for her guy. And if you've been following social media lately, she's been saying some stuff about Joey the past couple days. So that I can only assume to be the case.
Yeah, it does suck though, because like in the match, Johnny Nye had the opportunity. I mean, he's the one that took Cade out, but yeah, I mean, he missed. He didn't go for the pin. Fucking Gray advanced. So
next month it will be Damian Gray, Gren, and Sam Knight for an opportunity at the Rocket to the Top briefcase. Then we had Turtle going up against Maximus Orion. Midway through, it seemed like Maximus was faking an injury, drew the ref away, for Damian Saint to hit a code breaker on you, Turtle. Am
Yeah.
I correct on that?
He got the code breaker on me.
So after you got up, Maximus then speared you for the win. And after the match, I mean, I think your sling speaks for itself as far as what happens. I think the chain that, for our video viewers, that Travis is wearing speaks for itself. They use that chain, as in Maximus and Saint, to break your arm.
He did tell me to talk about it on the show.
So you got that chain. Travis, how did you get in possession of that chain?
Oh, when he was walking up the ramp, I called him a golden boy, and I guess he didn't like that. So he told me, "Hey, on JFW, talk about how we busted up Nubby's arm and shit." And well, I wasn't gonna leave this around for them to do any further damage with it. I mean, obviously the damage has been done. Actually, we haven't really talked about Nubby to the extent where we at.
I'm in a sling.
Yeah.
How are you doing? How's your arm?
It hurts. But I think I'm more pissed off than anything.
I'd be pissed off too.
I would.
Shady shit, man.
And I get more and more pissed off every time I look at that chain.
Want me to take it off? Fuel the anger, Nubby.
You know what?
The anger. Fuel the anger.
I'm gonna embrace the hate.
Tell you what, I'm gonna see you in a couple weeks. You could have this.
You know what? I might need it.
There you go.
Because I said this on social media, and apparently Damian Saint just doesn't get it. In that, the post where about the picture, you said caption it, and I said,
"Oh wait, hold on. You're talking about
that one
picture?
The face you make when you realize Turtle was able to walk out. Now, yes, you only hurt the arm. So essentially I can walk out. But see, that's the point. You only took out one arm. I still have another one. And actually, this one can hold a chain, if you will. I have my legs. I can still walk. I can still kick. I can actually headbutt, too. I also have a shell. So I'm going to make you two, Maximus Orion and Damian Saint, regret allowing me to walk out. I'm going to be there at Harvest Havoc. That's the name of the show, right?
Yep.
I will be there. And I think I'm going to go in there with that chain. Because, it has been brought to my attention that no one helped me yet again.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing about me. I've been doing things by myself for a long time. I don't have the Cowabunga crew. So I don't have the commentary team that will help each other.
Weird, right?
It's fine though. I am not going to complain about it. Because again, like I said, I do things by myself all the time. But maybe I'll bring a friend. The very friend that was attached to me. I also have another friend that was given as a gift for one night to Pacman. Again, you two idiots are going to regret letting me walk out of that building on my own. And that's all
I
I'm
know
going to say.
this is a different show, but I want to call a quick timeout here.
Yes.
I have a question for Travis, because it was brought up in the LIM chat And, you know, I know we were talking about just now about people not coming to Turtle's aid.
Yeah.
Where were you, sir?
It's a commentary.
Why didn't you help Turtle?
Why didn't Gabagool help you when you were attacked?
Because Chet Gunderson made the LIM promise that whatever happened to anybody we liked, including ourselves, that we would not jump the guardrail.
Okay, so why didn't he come help you? He, instead of helping a friend of what, almost 20 some odd years, he decided to honor the wishes of somebody he's known for 3.
But it seems like you're dodging this issue.
No, I'm asking you, why didn't Gabagool come help you?
But I'm not talking about Gabagool. I'm talking about you, sir.
Because Chet said not to. Or maybe because what would Gabagool have done if he fucking even got into the ring?
But we're not
or
talking.
Danny or Double J. See, here's your problem. And I could ask fucking Nubby. Nubby, is it more beneficial for me to come help you, or C-Red, or Steve? Fuck, even Pacman. Anyone who's been trained in the last 5 years.
Pretty much what you just said.
Yeah.
Red and Steve. I mean,
Yeah.
they've been actively wrestling in the last 5 years, like you said.
Yeah.
So,
have I ever had a match on an actual show?
Not that I've seen yet. No.
Not talking to you, Pac-Man.
I'm a shut up.
Asking Nubby, because Nubby knows better. No. The only time I ever had a match was in training. Training that I never completed 16 years ago. So, what help would I have been coming into that ring? One man coming into that ring. What could I have done?
Officially, probably nothing. I mean, yeah, you're probably a good fighter, but we don't know. But I don't expect you to. You are a commentator. You belong behind the desk.
Yeah, and that's the goofy thing. Is like everyone keeps, like C-Red said, get into the ring, do the traveling. I've never once, ever, in my 7 years of podcasting or my 3 years of commentating, have I ever once challenged anyone to a match in that fucking ring. I never once said, if you want to handle this, let's handle this into the ring. Because I am not a professional wrestler. I'm a commentator. I'm a podcaster. I'm a keyboard warrior, like C-Red said. I would never, in my life, challenge anyone to a match because I'm not properly trained. That means I'm not qualified to be in that ring and do anything. If I was to rush into that ring by myself to help Nubby against the undeniable, he would have gotten his ass kicked still, and then I would have gotten my ass kicked. Because if I ran into that ring, it still would have just been me and Nubby. Because Steve and fucking C-Red weren't getting up to go fucking help. Fucking Pac-Man, who actually just had a match not too long ago, he didn't fucking run out from the back to come and help. But you guys want to question why I didn't go and help fucking Nubby?
Hey, I am not saying that is coming from me.
You brought it up.
I did bring it up, but that's not my viewpoint.
So do you believe I should have gotten to that ring and helped Nubby? Untrained.
So you're asking me directly, how do you want me to go about this, sir? Do you want a work answer or shoot answer?
I want you to answer why you believe I should go into that ring and help Nubby when you believe it's okay for Gabagool, Double J, Danny, Simp, Hot Rod Daddy Andy, the fucking the drunk dude, Flash Harris, or any other member. C-Red finally did, but any other fucking member of the LIM did not come to your rescue.
Flash did eventually too.
When? After you were in the match.
Still
Johnny Nye and C-Red came to your aid. What? Eventually. But Hot Rod Daddy Andy's a fucking member. Danger's a fucking member. They never came to your fucking aid. They never came to your fucking rescue. Hell, no disrespect, Nubby. Nubby never came to your fucking rescue.
Well, but he was also fired at that point, so that would have been very hard to.
Remember, you held me back.
That's true. So there, he has a right to forget. He gets a bye. All the other fucking dudes. Nobody else came to your fucking aid. You guys want to question why I didn't come to fucking Nubby's aid? Why all your fucking idiot friends who are now questioning that sat on their asses and whined from the fucking guardrail? What are you doing to my brother? Let Pac-Man go. Leave him alone. What are you doing? Why they fucking yelled? They're the ones questioning me why I didn't go help Nubby? Tell them that shit.
They're going to have to listen.
Or
Sure.
you just fucking tell them.
No, so, and
Tell
again,
them
the
tell
only
them not to be a
reason,
fucking pot calling the kettle black.
the only reason I bring it up is because it was brought up in the chat. I'm asking on
Who
their
brought it up?
so they have the context
Who
as far as
brought it up?
why. It was brought
Who
up by
asked-
Dizzle J.
Double J. The guy who sat there and watched you get your ass handed to you over and over and over again? The one who said that he'd come and beat fucking Damian Gray's ass and still have yet to fucking do it? Yeah. Big talk from a fucking dude who does nothing but fucking talk. That fucking dude has not lifted one fucking finger in violence at any point during your shit with Damian Gray, even though he said he would, and he did in fucking high school. And yet, not once did he ever do anything to fucking Damian Gray, even though he said he would. That's the guy who's questioning why I didn't get involved and fucking help Nubby. I didn't fucking do wrestling in high school. Double J apparently did. He's more trained to fucking defend anyone than anyone. But he fucking sits and watch you get your ass handed to you month after month after month. And he wants to question why I didn't fucking go in there? Fuck him. Tell him that.
Well, he's going to have to listen. Again, I'm just getting your take on why you didn't help so they can understand better. That's my role as consigliere to provide information.
I pretty much just answered it. I answered it already. The questions that are being asked at this point when it comes to me are fucking irrelevant because I've always done things on my own. Not many have come to my aid, if ever. And it's just the way I've been dealing with it, and it's fine. If someone does, great. I know if I can bring the Cowabunga crew, they'll have my back. But obviously things aren't working the way they should be. But it's fine. But the questions that should be asked is, why is a GM able to do what he can do? Why is he allowed to assault an employee? And why is a member of the LIM attacking another LIM member? Those are the only questions that should be asked right now. Fuck all the rest of it. I don't care about commentators not coming to the aid, even though they're coming to the aid for themselves. In fact, the only one that did anything was Shelly by slapping the piss out of her own son. Probably the only time that he's ever been smacked by his parents, and probably deserved more than what he got.
And this is a direct quote from one of the moms of the LIM, as in Ma X. And I have her permission to quote it. She said, "When you act like a bitch, you get bitch slapped." That was verbatim her response.
And only bitches get slapped.
That is a thing.
True fucking statement.
But I will say, talking about that slap, I'm just saying, that slap was loaded. That was like 27 years of pent-up rage in one slap. People always say, don't get on Shelly's bad side. And I think that is the most crystal clear example of why you never want to be on Shelly's bad side.
Maybe she realized that I am the son that she always wanted.
And the heir. Perhaps. But let's actually talk about what the LIM is going to do about this. Because we put out a video. I went to go ask Maximus Orion why the hell he's acting like an ass. And a fan approached him asking for his autograph in the middle of my interview, which I thought it was weird that why are they letting fans up during the interviews? But it wasn't a fan. It wasn't just any fan. It was the LIM undisputed beer drinking champion Tony Gabagool, who gave Maximus Orion a summons to appear in court. It is going to be the people versus Maximus Orion. And I will read you the charges. Count 1. On or about September 7th, 2024, the defendant, Maximus Orion, fully committed the offense of betrayal in that he chokeslammed his tag team partner, the Amazing Turtle, at Rocket Pro Wrestling's Fall Brawl in violation of LIM compiled statutes and bylaws, Chapter 420, subsection 69.02, nice. Count 2. On or about June 6th, 2024 and July 3rd, 2024, the defendant is alleged to have crossed a busy street while not walking on the designated crosswalk in violation of LIM compiled statutes and by law, Chapter 420, subsection 8675309. Jenny, I got your number. We, the people of LIM, hereby demand a jury trial be held, at which time the defendant, Maximus Orion, shall be adjudged for the offenses for which he is accused. We, the people of LIM, further request by this honorable basketball court find the defendant in contempt of the LIM compiled statutes and bylaws, and as such be sentenced to an appropriate disposition. Furthermore, in accordance with LIM compiled statutes and bylaws, should the defendant be found guilty of the offense contained in count 1, he must be removed from the lovely intoxicated men for an indeterminate period. Now, I will also read the summons. You, the defendant, Maximus Orion, are hereby commanded to appear before the Honorable Antonius J. Gabagool on October 20th, 2024 at 12 p.m., which we will release the trial of Maximus Orion on Halloween as part of the Lovely Intoxicated Vlogs Halloween special. At which time a jury trial will be held in the matter of 2024 LIM 007, the people of LIM versus Maximus Orion. Should you fail to be present at this hearing, a trial will be held in absentia, which may result in a finding of guilt. Therefore, it is in your best interest to appear. You may bring a counsel of your choice to this hearing. Also, it's BYOB. Your signature is not an admission of guilt, but rather an acknowledgement of receipt of the summons notice to appear. This was signed by Maximus Orion. He has been served. And if he is found guilty of these counts, and I will say these were the counts from before, considering what happened Friday, there is a very good chance that more will be added. But if he is found guilty of these charges, he will be forced to leave the LIM for an indefinite period of time.
How do you feel about that, Nubby? How do you feel about your injury being used as content for lovely intoxicated men?
No, it's not. Don't think of it like we're just doing it to make content.
Nubby, how does it feel knowing that something that happened to you is now
processes.
fucking LIM shit? Look how angry he is now. Look how angry he is now.
There's evidence. Shows him chokeslamming me. There's evidence of him breaking my arm.
That can be doctored. Let's figure it out in court. You have more patience.
You were there. Everyone, Pacman was there live.
I was there, yeah.
Gabagool was there live. The leader of the LIM. He videotaped it before it went to YouTube.
It's okay, man. You gotta go to basketball court now and go in front of a trial where Gabagool's the judge.
No, it's Antonius Gabagool. It's a different.
That's right. See? Jokes, Nubby. Your fucking injury is leading to nothing but LIM jokes and content. That's how much they care about you. Told you not to join them, man. Told them not to join you, but now look at it. You sit there with a broken arm and he's getting ready to fucking write scripts for fucking court.
Scripts?
Pacman doesn't give a shit about you, Nubby. I do, though.
Wait, we're writing scripts?
Yeah,
no, this is going to be a legitimate practice of justice.
And I'm excited to watch it. I think I'm going to be in. I'm going to be there to see this.
And we are having it in the Lovely Intoxicated vlog, not because we're looking to get content out of it. It's because we feel, because of the nature of the offenses and what has happened and what has transpired between these past two shows in relation to Maximus and Turtle, we believe that it is in the best interest of Rocket Pro Wrestling fans to be able to see how this process plays out. It is no different than when O.J. Simpson was put on trial back in the 90s. It was on TV for people to see and follow the judicial process.
There was also no video footage of him murdering anybody.
That is
because if there was, he probably wouldn't have gotten away with it.
That is true.
Yeah.
However, we believe that it is in the best interest of transparency to have this trial be aired.
So just to be clear, there is a chance that he is found not guilty and remains a member of the LIM.
And I will admit, it is not a perfect process.
Yes or no, bro? Just yes or no. There's a chance he could be found not guilty. Yes.
There very well is a chance. Okay. Gotcha. Now, it's not a perfect process, but it's in our bylaws. Following the actions of myself, this was actually added very recently, that should something like this happen again, this would be the recourse.
Gotcha. So,
no one person is bigger than the rest of the LIM. I had to learn that my own way.
No one person is bigger, but you just said you just made this rule. Just created it. Was it a unanimous decision?
It was a unanimous decision.
Nubby, did you vote on this? Oh, that's right. You're not part of the votes. I forgot. Yeah, not you. The main guys. The guys who are important to the LIM. Yeah. The ones who battle for the belt, not the ones who referee the battle.
But again, it actually would make sense that we would have this vote where it's just ourselves, because all of us were involved. We all saw what happened when I lost control of myself.
No, but I'm not wrong here, right? Like, you're hearing the same shit.
I was chokeslammed.
Yeah.
And yet I had to go through a process.
Yeah.
When there's clearly evidence.
With a possibility of him being not guilty.
But there's evidence. And all you have to do, you don't even have to go through the process.
Yeah.
I mean, all you gotta do is tell, hey, Maximus, you're a bitch, you're out. Plain and simple. Yeah. But you know what? I'll bite. Let's go with it. Let's just go with it.
I can honestly say I respect the decision of doing the trial. It sounds fucking goofy, and it sounds fucking useless. But I respect it because it gives Maximus an opportunity to maybe actually truly give a reason to what's going on. Now, he cannot deny what he did. But insanity pleas are a fucking thing. And there is leniency granted to insane fucking people. One question I have, and Pacman, not for you, it's for Nubby alone. Maximus Orion becomes not guilty. Do you remain a member of the LIM?
Well, let's see here. Let me answer that question with a question to Pacman. Yeah. Let's say Maximus is found not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to punch him in the face. Am I a defendant now?
Court, bro. Now you're going to court. Or he'll just kick you out because you're not Maximus Orion.
Or do they?
Right? You're no longer his boss, so.
That is something that I think is going to have to go up to Tony Gabagool. I'm refraining from answering from it because that possibility, admittedly, has not crossed my mind.
I mean, I'm gonna punch Maximus.
I think you are.
Anyway,
I
so
will.
Oh
say
yeah, you gotta punch him. You gotta punch him in the face. 100%.
I will say, this is personally coming from PX, from Pacman. If you, Turtle, were to punch Maximus Orion, should Maximus Orion be found guilty, given what has transpired, personally, I don't think I would stop you.
That's not what he asked. He asked, would he be put on trial?
I can only speak to my own personal opinion on this.
No, you said you just created the rule, so you know it. You created the rule. You guys voted on it. If he punches Maximus in the face,
but that is specifically when it seems like another member of LIM seems to be turning a different way. With Nubby, there may be some justification for that in my head as I'm wrapping my brain around this hypothetical here.
So it's not about being attacked. It's about changing your changing how you live your life. That's what he's going to court for. Not for attacking Nubby, but because he's a bad person now.
Attacking Nubby, but I'm just saying my own legal opinion. Perhaps in this situation, me personally, I'm not speaking for the rest of the LIM. I'm not speaking for the bylaws. This is Pat talking. There may be some, I think there could be some leniency there, given how Maximus has been acting.
So the rules just change for anybody?
No.
If Nubby punches Maximus Orion, does Nubby go to court? It's a yes or no question, bro. You wrote the bylaws. You know the answer.
Well, it wasn't me that wrote those bylaws.
Oh.
That was the first action of Tony Gabagool, though I consulted with him.
Okay, so you didn't read the bylaws. You just accepted what he put.
This is the solution we both came up with.
Yeah, but you don't know what the bylaws are.
And we presented them to the group at our LIM meeting. Everybody agreed. Danny was the only party that was not there for that meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that had to do with dealing with Damian Sink choking him out.
Yeah.
After the match.
But he got a proxy vote.
He's not been responding to.
Oh, so you don't have
LIM stuff. I mean, him and I are okay, but as far as Danny and the rest of the LIM, I can't really speak for that. He tends to not want to talk about it.
I could spend another hour in all these flaws in your fucking system. You guys have such a corrupt fucking court system in your LIM. It's insane. You guys are fucking. You might as well be running the fucking country for how you are running the LIM. You psychopath.
Which, by the way,
there we go.
1 second. I just want to, because we're talking about running the country.
Like with the Pacman Nubby shirt?
Fuck is that shirt?
You
can buy your Nubby Pacman 24 shirt on tpublic.com. If you think myself and Nubby can run the country, buy our shirt. I don't know if Travesty and Dizzle J can run the country, but I know for sure Nubby and Pacman, we got it in the bag.
That's right, because they do it for the fans. I would give you a straight answer. Yes, Nubby would be on trial, because apparently that's how the process works.
Well, nonetheless, I'll be there for this trial.
Okay, man.
Whatever. I'll call Vinny.
Yeah, you gotta get yourself a good lawyer. Well, you don't even you could get like you could dig up somebody probably from the 1700s who probably is obviously dead, and they could just play a fucking video of him attacking you, and it's good. Openly admitting to causing you your fucking job at Rocket Pro Wrestling as a co-general manager. Breaking your arm, choke slamming you. I mean, fucking dude, the evidence is all there, so you'll be fine. Or the LIM just does what LIM does, makes him not guilty, keeps him on as a member, and then the ball's in your court.
The key thing is, this isn't going to be a decision made by LIM.
Yeah.
If you remember, it's a jury trial.
Yes.
The jury has to make that decision.
Jury of your beers.
There you go.
Well, I'll be there. But we got to move on.
I'll be there.
Yes,
Oh
we
yeah,
do,
no,
because
yeah,
we
we're
have
18
two
minutes
more
over.
matches to talk about.
Yeah. I thought we'd be done at 155. We're now at 220.
Look at that. Look at us, huh? Who'd have thought? We then had the tag
power hour time now.
We had the tag team titles on the line as the Bro Bros made their in-ring debut against the Three Rings, who came out in a hearse, and the Three Rings retained their Rocket Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
They did. And commentating didn't agree with me when I said it, but regardless of the loss, it's a great fucking debut for the Bro Bros. I mean, not many tag teams can really come in fresh, first time ever, with like a tag team title shot against a team like the Three Rings. So I love the Bro Bros. I've been saying it forever that they need to get there. I know you were working on it, and I know Damien kind of just like picked up where you left off with it.
Yep.
You know what? They fought as hard as they could against a team like the Three Rings. So yes, they didn't win, but I still believe it was a great showing. So.
All right. And lastly, but not leastly, we have the main event of the evening. The Nightmare on Elm Street fight between Steve Michaels and Rion Skills. Now, this was a match that went all around the arena. They went to the bar. They went to the bleachers. I believe somebody was hit with the Chet Gunderson head at one point.
Yeah.
There were weapons all around the ring, and they were used. And there were kendo sticks, chairs. I mean, I'm blanking. There were so many weapons.
There was a monkey wrench. Rion busted Michaels open with his watches, plural,
Yep,
two different watches.
Yes.
There were some aggressive chair shots. There was one that made me nervous because I think Michaels was hitting Rion. Oh, it's stop sign. Like while he was still in the audience, and there was like this kid running towards the action. I'm like, oh fucking A. Like, I think from my angle, it was probably a lot closer than I thought it was. But this kid coming in and Michael was just fucking with that stop sign. There was a lot of unique fucking ones. Candy fucking everywhere.
Candy was being thrown into the crowd.
Yeah. Fucking Michael sprayed Rion in the eyes with fucking water, and during the match, Shelly went over to clean it up. I'm like, just leave it alone. Just fucking let it be. Like, let the match fucking finish up first. It was a solid fucking match, and I'll admit, even at the beginning of the match, like I was off for fucking Michaels. I'm like, it's like no disrespect to Rion, but his better days have come and gone and shit. I second guessed it though when he fucking busted Michaels open, and I think Michaels. I think that was the closest Michaels ever came to losing that fucking belt. And I know a lot of it had I know a lot of people will sit there and say like, well, Michaels retained because, the Undeniable got involved. And the Undeniable did come out there. But in hindsight, the Undeniable really didn't get involved. They didn't lay one finger on Rion. Berna came out, chased him away. Myers came out, chased him away and shit. And ultimately Michaels won. He fucking defended that title. Not only that, he also came over to the fucking announcers table and made Steve say he's the champion because of all the shit that happened last Tuesday on the Power Hour.
Which, by the way, now that I'm sitting and thinking about it a little more, it is interesting that the Undeniable came out the way they did after Steve Michaels on that show said that he didn't necessarily need the Undeniable, which is something he's even said on the Lovely Intoxicated podcast.
I don't think it was a Michaels call, though. I think it might have been a Damien Sane call.
I think he definitely was listening to both of those shows, and, if that's the case, I think he was trying to make a point that Michaels is part of the Undeniable, of course, but he's not. He's trying to make a point that it's a group.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, there has to be a realization that Michaels is undeniable, but he's not the undeniable. You know, it's a valid point. Like, there's that you can't have one person bigger than the other in a faction because then it starts to fucking crumble. Look at it, what happened with the Judgment Day, or fucking any other faction that Nubby has fucking torn apart. You know, it's wild and everything. And yes, fucking Michael Myers was back out there after
And he was
everything,
dancing.
After everything was said and done, he started doing the dance with fucking Rion. Came by an announcer desk and like fucking did his little throat cutting thing to me. Like, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I did to this guy, but whatever. Fuck that dude.
Oh, you probably talked to C-Red backstage, is my guess.
There's probably a good chance. See, there's speculation that C-Red did text Michael Myers about shenanigans happening outside the ring.
And he responded, "Yeah, baby, yeah."
I think he did. I think he definitely did. Yeah, he had to throw a shirt back on to protect his hairy chest and shit. And
he came out. He's like, "Undeniable. Oh, behave."
It was a great main event. It definitely made me rethink my idea of maybe Rion's better days are behind him. Because he definitely showed up. But again, fucking Michael's a champion for a reason. And you know, and with all the, you know, I do respect Steve C-Red and Shelly for their opinions and everything, but when it comes to being an owner of a company like Shelly is, like, you can't sit there and tear apart and badmouth a group that's holding 3 of your championship belts. Like, regardless of not, like, your main focus should be money, you know, and those guys are holding title belts that should be making you money, especially fucking Michaels defending that shit in Hawaii. So, and again, you know, I just because we're on opposite sides, I respected their opinions, but clearly they didn't respect mine, and I think it was probably because I wasn't, you know, 100% in on fucking Rion. Well, like you guys on the LIM. Y'all pandered to him on your fucking show and said, oh, Rion's winning. Oh, Rion's winning. Oh, Rion's winning. And I get why you guys did it, because you love Rion and you don't like Michaels. I can understand that. You're still fans at heart, and I can respect that. But fucking Michaels is Michaels, brother. I think there is a mutual respect between them, though, now. Maybe not with Steve, because he ran his mouth to Michaels, and, you know, but it was a really good match, and yeah, they threw everything they had at each other in the end.
I mean, for me, in my opinion, that was match of the night. I mean, everything that was done, the crowd was into it the whole time. Like, my God. When you go and watch that back, watch for Tony Gabagool. I mean, yeah, we all know that Rion is Tony's childhood hero, but you could see him trying to amp up the kids in front of the LIM, getting them behind Rion, yelling, screaming. You know, he was really, really heartbroken after that show. I mean, he had a lot of beer after that show. But, you know, I got him to calm down a little bit. We went to Denny's. It was lit. Got a couple grand slams, and then, you know, I think after he had his grand slam, I think he was good to go. Well, it was between that and then after he found the Chamber of Secrets last month after the last show, I think he was just sad that there was no Sorcerer's Stone at St. Joe's Park. So just, you know, I think just for the love of God, I hope there's not a Goblet of Fire, because we will not hear the end of it.
Speaking of not hearing the end of it, are you done?
Yeah, so that was Rocket Pro Wrestling.
Come
to the next show on November 9th. And it's Harvick's Havoc. Rocket to the Top ladder match. Sam Knight, Grin, Damian Gray. Who's going to walk away with that briefcase? Why are you asking me? I don't know yet, and you don't know yet. Go to that next show and find out. November 9th. Rocket Pro Wrestling. St. Joe's Park. Because I know how much Travis loves when people cut promos and they say where things are.
Especially when they're yelling them. Yeah.
Yeah, especially that part.
Yep. Check out all the shows that we talked about tonight. Again, if you're looking for their Facebook pages, they are listed on the show post that Nubby puts out the evening of our shows. So, Yeah, so we got CSW and we got CSW and ARW this weekend. Make sure you check those out. Next weekend.
WrestleLeague too.
And WrestleLeague, obviously, yeah. WrestleLeague Friday or Saturday, I forgot.
Sunday. It is a Sunday show, the 13th.
Oh, wow. So you can fucking go to CSW Friday, ARW Saturday, and WrestleLeague Sunday.
There you go. We just planned your whole weekend for you, folks.
Yeah, so there you go. You almost go Canadian just now?
Wait, what's that?
So you said folks like you're from either Manitoba or St. Paul, Minnesota.
I don't know. I've been liking
planned your whole weekend there, folks. Yeah, so next week, I forgot what we're it's fucking
CSW, WrestleLeague, ARW.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think of what shows are running next weekend.
SCW.
Are you going to be ready for SCW? Do I got to find a replacement for you?
No. I'll be ready.
Okay. I got the fucking Cowabunga crew back together. Oh my God, I checked with Omar today. He's cleared to go. So let me know, man, because if I have to find a replacement, I'd like to know ahead of time. So
no, you're not replacing me. I'll be good to go.
I'm calling my second time out of the episode.
I will end your call in here if I don't get to finish this fucking show.
Okay, but here's my timeout. So there was a poll.
Jesus Christ, get to the point. I swear to fucking God, I'll
SCW
yes.
SCW Day After Show. Is that coming back?
Oh, the Southland Talk? Still trying to officially figure that out. I know the possibility of it coming back is happening. I just don't know if it's gonna be in October. I told everyone at SCW Halloween. October is my busiest year because of this freaking show and all this other shit. Maybe. It's a strong fucking maybe. It's just depending on timing. So as of right now, maybe. Don't know. Right. Why, are you gonna be there?
I was just wondering. I saw the poll and I figured I would call my second Ryan Matthews timeout.
It's in the power hour, bro. In the power hour, bro.
Wait, it's not?
No. Monday.
Well,
remember, you left the power hour and stayed with me. Don't know why. Don't know how I got so lucky.
My bad. That one's on me.
All right, guys. Yeah, make sure you check out all the wrestling that we talked about. Again, links to all the Facebook pages of all the companies we talked about are in the show notes of the shows we talked them on. So make sure you do that. Make sure you listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search Just Freaking Wrestling and JFW Podcast. Of course, follow us on social media: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you want to watch the podcast, you can do so over on the JFW Podcast YouTube channel. Just search Just Freaking Wrestling or JFW Podcast over on YouTube. So. Of course, Love Intoxicated Podcast will probably have a show in the next coming weeks to talk about Harvest Havoc. Who knows? Maybe you'll get Maximus on there and you can talk to him about maybe get an answer from him before you go to trial. Doubt it, but maybe.
And the Lovely Intoxicated vlog returns on Halloween.
Are you not doing one for this post show? Is the next one not until Halloween?
So, we had decided to delay the vlog because we wanted. There's a lot of things going on in the Rocket Pro universe in October outside of Rocket Pro Wrestling show. We want to make sure that we capture everything.
Gotcha.
So we will be delaying the vlog to make sure that we capture everything for the fans. So there will be a special Halloween edition of the Lovely Intoxicated vlog, which will include events from Harvest Havoc all the way up to the trial of Maximus Orion.
Nice. Check that over on the Lovely Intoxicated Men's podcast. Guys, that's all I got.
I believe we can.
Wait, what's the line? I haven't been on here in 2 weeks.
Perfect. That was always on Travesty.
And I am the Faction Slayer, Nubby, the Amazing Turtle, Cowabunga.
And I am Pacman Santino.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast. Fucking hell, I want it to be done!